Oh, I'm like,
Bunny, bunny, bunny.
Bunny, 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 everybody. It's bunny, bunny, bunny. You know what? I woke up right at 11:58 for bunny, bunny, bunny at midnight. So we did eggs right at midnight. Bunny, bunny, bunny. So we say bunny, bunny, bunny on the first day of each month for good luck on all month long, and it's been working out really well ever since we've had little Casper. You guys, this morning is absolutely insanely gorgeous out here. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to get out here as soon as possible. So I didn't take a shower, just like, threw my hairpin braids to get out here before it's too hot because it's so gorgeous. So it is day 20, no alcohol. Although I'm going to New York in 3 days, so we'll see. So I'll definitely make it 23 days. I don't know after that, you guys. We'll see. We'll see what happens in New York. But that was my goal, was to stay sober the entire time from when I left New York, the time in Vegas, So the last time I drank was in New York, August 12th. And now I'm going back September 4th. So I've been able to stay sober in Vegas, and California sober, we smoke weed. So people are like, you're not sober, you smoke weed. Cali sober is what they call it. You don't drink alcohol or any other drugs, but you smoke weed. No other drugs but weed, and no alcohol or anything. That's what they call Cali sober, I think. But anyways, I'm feeling really good today. Really good today. Day 20. Oh man. So we're going to do some push-ups. We're going to do the usual morning routine. It's so much more pleasant this morning. I'm like, it's, I can't even describe. You guys, you don't understand, I like being outside. I really love outdoors. And there's times from kind of June to end of August, Vegas is not pleasant to be outside. I mean, it's miserable being outside, and that bothers me because it's just I hate being stuck indoors. So just today being just the coolness, it's so weird. September 1st, it is so much cooler today. It's you just feel now we're out of summer. So we might have a couple more hot days, but this is just the most fabulous morning we've had in a really long time. So I'm really excited. Okay, let's do some push-ups. Let's get the morning routine going. We're gonna do the push-ups, the 20 push-ups. So I've been doing my morning routine. I don't know if I did it. I don't think we did it every day since I've been back. Okay, Rich will help me with this. I haven't done it every day since I've been back, but whatever day we started this, to get me back in a little bit of shape for New York, because, I was too thin, and it's good I put on weight. That part is great. Rich is happy. I'm glad I put on some weight, but the problem was where I had the weight wasn't exactly where I wanted it. So now, as I work out, it's getting distributed where I like the weight better. You know what I mean? Because as you actually work out, muscle weighs more than fat. You're often, if you're trying to look at your scale number or something, that's stupid. Don't do that because. But where your weight is distributed is important. Because it'll make you feel better. Certain spots will make you feel more sluggish because you're carrying too much fat there, and then but if it's more distributed all throughout your body, then so that's what I'm trying to kind of tweak it. And then you do that by a little bit of exercise. You you got to eat well, and then a little exercise. We were thinking you didn't need to exercise at all, but we were always exercising without realizing it. So you do have to have some exercise when you're doing the protein diet. Otherwise, you kind of just for me, I was just sleeping all day. Even on the protein diet. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And don't be hating. I know they're not perfect push-ups. Doing the best I can. Like I said, it's day 20, no alcohol. So I'm just getting here. Let me move you guys for my crunches. Maybe a little bit closer. Here we go. Okay. We're gonna do some crunches here. Actually feeling really good doing this every morning. Really helps. It's just getting like your your heart rate going, and your heart rate up, and your metabolism going, and all those things, just kind of get your blood flowing when you just do like a light little workout in the morning. So it's like a 10-minute workout, but it's actually making a big difference. I can tell. I'm feeling a lot more like fit. Okay, I'm gonna do 100 crunches this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Okay, then we're gonna do 50 with each knee up. Okay. I know my stuff's not perfect, but I'm just doing whatever. You feel the burn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, go. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. All right, I'm going to do this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30, 31, 2, 33, 34, 5, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. All right. All right, we got our crunches in. So I do 200, I do 100 down the middle, I get the legs up, and then 50 each way. I like crunches better than sit-ups. Okay, now we're gonna do some nunchucks, and then we're gonna vlog. That's my little 10-minute morning workout here. A little while. Oops, I'm starting to come out a little bit. Behind the clouds. Not nearly as intense as it's been. All right. Are we gonna do some nunchucks?
Yeah.
And then pop a squat. Oh, nice out today. Oh, fabulous. This is a wonderful day. I know. I'll probably put one. It probably will get a little bright. I don't see that not really, but then I was like, it gets maybe get a little bright, but maybe not even. Maybe.
All right.
I might not.
There we go.
Are you ready? Like the little nunchucks. part of my morning workout. If you don't know how to do nunchucks, just start with some foam ones. But they're a great workout. The heavier ones will make it way more of a workout than the foam ones. Yeah, I have it. Thank you. I'm using your phone. The phone was my phone. We've kind of officially switched phones. You let me have a nicer one right now. I usually like having the older ones. I don't like the newest models. I'm always like, but we had to do it this way. So I like having the older versions of the iPhones. I'm always like against like the newest technology. I'm like, I don't want all the updates. I don't know why. I like them better when they like before they change everything. I wish I could have an iPhone 4 if I could. I would use that. Before Steve Jobs died. That was the best one. A couple more. Swings my nunchuck and then we'll do the bye. Get my little, trying to get a little bit in shape here before I venture to New York in 3 days and get unhealthy again. Oh well. It is what it is. It's my choice too. I don't even have to. I could go to New York and not get unhealthy. You know, it's just 100% my choice. So I can't be mad at anybody but myself about this. I'll see what I choose to do. Okay. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Yeah, most people have off today, huh? All right, let's pop a squat. I think I'm good with the working out for now. For now. For now. Get my phone over here. All right. Oh, yeah, you want to, I think we'll put a, yeah, it just, in other words, because it actually gets a little bit in your eyes. So I'll put one of these. This is just the best. I love this umbrella. It's one that's supposed to like block the sun, so it's not just like an umbrella. So like it works so well. I don't know if you need this for the other side. Okay. Here we go. Here we go now, everybody. Up the squat here. And we might tan later. It just depends on if the sun comes out, really, actually. Right now, I can't really tan. It's not really. But if the sun comes out today, we might tan later, because that was fun. I enjoyed that. I actually enjoyed the ice challenge. That's the way to tan in Vegas. I wonder if it's going to be as hot today, though. Like, yesterday was, like, really hot. That may have been the last day. I know, it may have been the last really hot day yesterday, I wonder.
Lost your opportunity.
I know, it was hot yesterday. Now today feels like insanely different, like drastically different in temperature. Here, I gotta put this on mute. There we go. All right. So yeah, 20 days, no alcohol today, and 3 days till New York. So I leave Thursday morning. It's crazy. So I was doing a lot this morning. I've been up. Oh my gosh, you guys. I've been up. Well, let's take it back. We did take a nap in between. We took about an hour nap just now. But I was up since about, whenever Richard ended the blog, it was probably around 2 a.m. maybe-ish.
3 a.m.
Was it 3 a.m.? I've been up and I was just doing things. Just like, you know, just doing laundry. I switched to Net's beds again, and cleaned up the kitchen. Oh, and guess what I did today, you guys? I cleaned the stove top. You know where all that oil was that everybody's been bitching about? Oh, that was so much oil in there. I had to get like a towel and just like soak it up. it is throw out. It was just a little hand towel. So much oil in there. I couldn't believe it. It's like, this is ridiculous. Some things, like, it's just crazy because, like, you guys go, like, how do you function with this much level of dirtiness? I don't know. That I don't know. But you do get used to it. So what happened is when we first got here, it was, like, overwhelming. The level of dirty is like I couldn't, but like the longer you're here, you kind of just get used to things. So it's like sometimes we go like, oh, we need to just clean this, like, cause like, it's our responsibility now, cause like when we first got here, it was like so much we were taking care of, but like now the other stuff, it's like we just need this. But it's weird how like when you're in a house like this, you just kind of get used to like messiness. Where like anywhere else, I would never leave anything that messy ever. But like in that kitchen, it's like it's always been just so dirty that you don't even think about that. And then I was like, okay, this is unacceptable. So we need to start just like stepping up and making sure to just like get the house cleaner and cleaner. Because Gloria is getting too old. She can't really clean. She never did clean. That's the problem. But she's too old now to clean. So it's just me and Rich's responsibility. But what happens when I go to New York is when I get home, I'm like so tired for the first like week. And then like, it's only 3 weeks in between my next trip, so then it's like I'm already so. The good thing is before I go to New York, I always try to get the house as clean as possible before I leave. So I've been doing, like I said, like a lot of like cleanup that I wouldn't normally do, like the stove and stuff, because I just don't normally get to those things. Like it seems like such an easy thing because I clean everything else in the kitchen, but I just like the thing's a pain in the ass because what happens is often it's hot. So usually like Gloria's making tea or Richard's cooking something or Gloria's cooking something, So often when I go to clean, it's right after someone cooks, so it's still really hot and you can't clean it because it's these things you have to remove these grills. So I waited till last night in the middle of the night, but then I had to do it in the middle of the night while Gloria's sleeping, which I didn't like to make the noise, but I finally got it done, so that was good. Because often during the day it's hot in some level because someone's probably just made something. Usually it's tea. Gloria didn't drink tea now a lot throughout the day. So Annette this morning went and got herself some cigarettes, and then she went back out again. I think because she went really early, so we gave her $40 to go get her cigarettes. She buys 3 packs, and then that gives her, a little bit of change to go get a coffee, enough to get a coffee. But they were closed, so then she went back out again, like walking both times. She loves it, and we offered a driver. She wants to walk, like she loves like having her own little cash and walking herself to the place to get the cigarettes and the coffee.
Fun.
Yeah, it's fun for her. So I think she's out right now getting her coffee. She had come back from getting the cigarettes, and then she went right back out again. So she just loves it. It just gives her like independence, She feels like she can kind of do things on her own and stuff. So she's feeling really good. Like about like I can just tell like her demeanor's changing a lot about like because like we're giving her a lot of independence where like she couldn't even do that before because she didn't have an ID for years, She couldn't go get her she could get a coffee, but she couldn't go get her and she wouldn't go get a coffee. I mean, she was so out of it back then. She would just go get drugs on the street. So now she's going in getting her cigarettes because she has her own real not a real ID. She has a ID. She has an identification card. Not a driver's license, a state ID. And it just I don't know, it's just kind of cool to see her just kind of feel confident, and she's looking good. Like she takes a shower every day now, and Richard is ordering her so many nice new clothes, so she looks really sharp. She has these really nice pants that she's been wearing, so like the jeans Richard got are really nice, so they look sharp on her. So I'm excited. And then Gloria, he's been getting her new little outfits too. She looked great in her little dress. So it's kind of hard. We've actually ordered quite a few things, but often we've had to return them because they didn't work out. So we keep having to try again. Like Gloria, we've ordered her about 5 different dresses, and none of them have worked from Amazon until this one. So finally we got one that worked from Amazon. They're either too long or too big or just not her style that she like puts it, because they look like they were her style in the photos when it arrives, it's different. But often they were too long because Gloria's so short. So the dress would be too long, hanging on the floor. But I'm really excited to go to New York. Oh, I was fully like pretty much packed everything. I have like all my bras and panties packed now. You know, I was like panicking yesterday. All my bras and panties are packed now, and it just sucked to get to New York and realize I forgot all my bras and panties because those aren't cheap, you know. And I like each one of them is a Victoria's Secret one, you know, and it takes a second to, collect those. I don't want to have to order, and like I don't want to. So I ended up like buying just like one bra. Probably when I was there, I'd have to wear the same bra the whole time. But I have variety. So those things that would just suck if I forgot them, it'd be irritating. Like, man. So I did that. What else did I put in there? Oh, I put my shoes in my bag. So it is gonna work. It's gonna be a tight squeeze, but it's gonna work. I might have to leave some things like tampons or something like that, like things I bring that I don't need, that I bring for just in case. I just like having those things in case you get that when you're on a trip, but things like that. I'm not on my period, so I might have to leave things like that and just buy things like that when I get in New York. Little things like that I was packing, those things, but. I'm hoping I always like to bring those kind of things, like any sort of, like, I'll bring Band-Aids now, because remember when I cut myself, I bring Neosporin, I'll bring tampons, I'll bring, well, I bring things like my makeup remover, wipes, but I could buy those when I get there, things like that, because those all take up space. Let's see, it's gonna be a squeeze in there, but I'm really excited. And it's 3 days, you guys. Only 2 more after today. So today's is already into today. So it's like I'm like, wow, it's only like I have today and then I have 2 more after that. And then I'm like, because Thursday doesn't count. I'm like pretty much gone all day Thursday. I leave early morning. So Thursday is basically New York. I'm traveling. Mainly traveling. Thursday's mainly traveling. When you travel, even though it's like only 5-hour flight, that takes a good portion of your day, because it's a 5-hour flight, but then you also lose 3 hours. So now it's 8 hours. And then, of time lost. And then before and after at the airport, however long. And also traveling from the airport when I take the subway or the LIR, and those take an hour to get into the city. So, you just, no matter what time I leave in the morning, I'm usually arriving in New York by evening. You know what I mean? With all that, with the time change, you jump ahead 3 hours, and it's a 5-hour flight and all that stuff. So the pretty much Thursday is just work, flying. I'll travel, then I arrive in New York in the evening always, and then I usually don't work that night. But I did last time. But that was a fluke. That was because that client could only see me that night. I'm going to see that client, but not the night I arrive. So I'm not going to probably work the night I arrive, because I'm really tired when I arrive. And so that's the night that I am debating if I want to drink, So Rich was like, if you want to, get out of your system, drink the first night since you're not working. But, it'd be better if you don't drink, of course, And so that's where... as it gets sooner, I'm a little bit it's very nerve-wracking for me. Because I have to make a big decision in like 2 days, basically. Like what I want to do. 3 days, I guess, but count today. But that's why I've been talking about it so much, because it's been coming up. But I am looking forward to going. I'm going September 4th through September 16th. So I'll be there 12 days, which is what I usually do. I'm going to miss everybody. Me and Rich have been spending a lot of quality time together, and, and having our intimate times together and all that, before I go, make sure to, maximize our time together before I leave for 12 days, which is kind of cool, because the more often I've been going to New York, the more we kind of been like valuing our time together, because we've been together for 13 years and married 11, so we're so used to being around each other. Sometimes we can, I don't know, like kind of not be the nicest to each other, because it's just like, whatever, like we love each other, and we like, me and Richard are like so close. So that's what people don't get. Like, this is how we are. We kind of like rough with each other with our the way we speak to each other, But the more I go to New York, the less I feel that we're that way to each other. Like we start to be like nicer because we're like, oh, I'm only here. Like even like if Rachel's snapping me, I'm like, leave me a couple of days. Don't be snapping at me. You know what I mean? So it kind of like then we like almost like treasure the time more. You know, so value the time more. So I think it is good. And people have always said we're codependent, which we totally are. 100%. We don't mind saying that. I don't care about that. Is that such a bad thing? I'm very codependent with my husband, and but I think this trip has made us, you know, be able to be a little bit more independent. Um, 'Cause it's difficult. We rely on each other. I mean, we're not that independent even when I'm in New York. We're like on the phone the entire time with each other. Like I freak out if I can't get a hold of Rich when I'm in New York, and I'm like, Joey, just calm down, like, because I know he's on a different time zone and you know he's doing other things here, but I don't be sleeping, but I'll be like panicking. Oh my god, and I'll think that something's wrong, and it's just like it's bad. Like I get like if I don't hear from him for a second, like I'll think like something happened to him. Like I'll be like freaking out, like oh my gosh, like you know, I get really like this crazy anxiety. And it's ridiculous. So I need to not be doing that to him because you can't put that much like someone has to live their life. Like you're all the way in New York. Like if he doesn't answer the phone, it doesn't mean like he, you know, he's in a car accident or something. You know, when I start like, oh my god, oh, start calling Gloria. Like, I mean, it just takes a certain amount of time. You know, it'll be like you know X amount of hours or something. But still, it's a normal amount of time like just someone's sleep, and I like start panicking because I'm on the different times. I'm like, oh, he should be up now. You know, and I'm like, no, he should be sleeping. It's Vegas. It's like so I have to remind myself. And I wake him up like at all hours of the day and night when I'm in New York. And then I'm like, oh, why is he sleeping now? I'm like, probably because he's been up because you've been waking him up every 2 seconds. That's bad. So I need to work on things like that, like because I am very codependent, that's for sure. Um, but we really do love each other, and people don't really understand our relationship, and they think because we're not like super affectionate. I'm not an affectionate person. I don't like being affectionate. I don't know if you guys know that. I don't like people touching me. That's why it's really weird that I do this job. It's hard in that sense. There's times that I'm like, just people touching me bothers me. Like at all, except unless it's Richard. Uh, but only at certain times. Like if I'm in a bad mood, I'm like, don't give me a hug, don't touch me, you know. But then like we always do, like he, you know, touches my feet and my head all day, and that's like the you know my back, and we cuddle and we have our things, that are like. Then during those times, I really enjoy that, and I treasure those moments, and I miss them when I'm in New York. But for the most part, I'm not a very affectionate person, and I don't like kissing. I don't like kissing at all. I don't do that at my job at all. TMI, but no. I find kissing disgusting because I don't like people's mouths. I think the mouth is the most disgusting part because your mouth has like the most germs. And I find mouths to be disgusting. It grosses me out. I can't. I have a very strong sense of smell. I can't hear, but my sense of smell is insane. So just the smell of someone, no matter what, like not even if someone has bad breath, just someone else's breath is I don't like it. Like it's and when people like drink coffee or alcohol, like oh, or cigarettes, oh, it's horrible. I don't know. I don't like people's mouths. It's funny. Anyways, so I've never been a kisser. This is not something I ever did. Not ever. I've never something like made out with boyfriends. Are you 5 years old? Like, that's too young to be making out. But I mean, seriously, making out just seems so childish to me. Like, do that in high school? Making out. I don't know. Anyways, so I'm very, very excited to go to New York, but sad to leave my family as always, and very happy that I was sober. Well, what they call Cali sober, you know, weed, no alcohol, the entire time I've been in Vegas, since I've been back from New York, and I'm not gonna drink in Vegas at all. Like that's the same when I come back from New York. I'm gonna have the same rule of not drinking in Vegas. It's so weird because most people drink in Vegas, but I live here, so you know you can't crap where you eat kind of thing. But actually, I did find that out when I first moved here. I realized because I got so drunk that I passed out in front of the Paris, and I was like, I can't be passing out at the casinos if I'm gonna work in Vegas. Like that's not gonna work out. I mean, you can get banned from casinos if you're that too intoxicated. So I right away was like, this, I have to sober up. But in New York, I don't ever get to that level, not like that. And I'm just in my hotel room if I am intoxicated. But I don't drink like that. That was when I was, gosh, how old was I? Was I even in my 30s yet? No, I guess not. I was still in my 20s. Crazy. Time flies. So I'm 40, for those of you that don't know. Anyone that's been on my blog for a while knows that, 'cause I talk about it all the time. I always thought I was going to be upset when I turned 40. Like, oh, man. Well, and I know I'm old, and I know I'm not that old. I know people like, stop saying you're old when you're 40 for the people that are older, but you guys know what I'm saying, that you're no longer young when you're 40. You're not an old fart, but you're not young either. You're middle-aged. And you realize that when you turn 40. At least I did. You're like, oh, yeah, I'm not a kid anymore. Yeah, I'm a middle-aged woman, and I need to act like a middle-aged woman. And I don't fully, but I'm getting there. I'm working on it. And I don't dress or act like or do my hair like a middle-aged woman. But the hair is because my hair is terrible. And I don't blow dry or straighten it. And this is one of the looks that actually kind of looks cute on me, but everyone hates it. It loves and hates it. You look like a little kid. I'm like, but yeah, at least it makes me look a little younger. I mean, I don't think anyone is thinking I look that young. Like an old lady with kid hair. But I like my hair like this because I don't know, it's just very easy for me to do it this way, and it kind of is cute and it gets out of my way, but it's a little bit silly around New York. I did do it like 1 or 2 days when I was there. I'm not gonna go. I'm just trying to decide how I want to do my hair on the plane. I have so few options of hairdos. Okay, I have not good hair, you guys. It's never. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not like hair that's like where it does good styles. Okay, like literally my sister be like, your hair won't style worth poo. Like with curling irons, nothing, when I don't use those anymore. So if you imagine not even a curling iron styles my hair good, imagine how it is without a curling iron. You know what I mean? That's what I'm dealing with now. So putting it in braids and things is just actually so helpful to just kind of, and also like this won't be the case because I haven't showered, but if I had done it at night, and then I can actually take it out and have kind of the crimpies in the morning. I kind of like that a little bit before you shower. But the only styles I do with my hair are the braids and the pigtails, and down with a headband, and either down kind of straight or down kind of scrunchy, kind of curly, with the headband, or half up and either scrunchy or straight, and that or in a ponytail. And it's like about it. Like nothing else really works in my hair. I mean, I don't know. People do all these crazy styles. I can't even imagine. My hair like barely get it to do the braids. Like I had to work it to get it manageable enough to do the braids because it wasn't even straight enough for a while. It was so like frizzy. So I've been doing I do the frisbee gone every day, and that helps to kind of like get rid of. It's a Giovanni product. My mom used to use Frizzies by I think it was like Aussie Mega or something like that. I don't remember. No, that one was its own product. She used to use Aussie Mega though. You guys remember Aussie Mega? Like Australian, right? Wasn't there like a kangaroo on it? Is it Australian? Or is it just a kangaroo on it? But that was her favorite. Do they still have Aussie Mega? I don't even know. That still exists. But yeah, she used Frizz Ease, is what it was called. It was a different product, yeah. But I used Frisbee Gone. It's very similar. It's just like a little serum. You just put a little dab after you shower on your wet hair, and then brush it in or scrunch it, whatever. If you're doing your hair curly, but it helps keep it not be so frizzy. In New York, I get much frizzier hair because of the humidity there, but it also gets like thicker there, so it's kind of nice because the water is very hard here in Vegas, and that's makes your hair not as soft and not as and it makes it much more like coarse, um, and kind of like I don't know. It seems much. I think your hair is healthier if you're using less hard water. I think in long term that hard water is really bad on your hair, and that's what we have here. But in New York, I can tell like when I shower, like after the shower, I'm like, oh, my hair feels so much better than how it feels when I shower here. But I love our shower here. We have a great shower in the sense of the pressure, but it's a lot of pressure and a lot of like hard pressure. You know, like it's like an intense shower. Um, and in New York, it's a lot more of a trickle. You rarely get good water pressure in New York. I mean, in a hotel, you'll usually get enough, you know, to shower decently. But if you're living in a apartment or condo, you might not even get enough. Because we stayed in ones that like where they were like the Airbnbs kind of, where it was someone else's place, and there was like nothing. It was like a trickle. It was like it didn't to fill the bath. You had to do a bath, but then to fill the bath, it took like 2 hours with the trickle or longer. A tiny little bath. Because the thing, I mean, it was like a trickle. How do you shower with that? You shower with a trickle water. I mean, I'm not kidding. It was a trickle. Like, how do people live like this? But in the hotels, you always will have enough water pressure to shower, but not like a ton, because New York just isn't great in water pressure because they're old buildings. Um, It's funny. You'll be at like sometimes really nice hotels and your water pressure won't be the best. It won't be horrible if it's a nice hotel, but it won't be like the best. But it's soft water, so it's like when I get out of the shower, I feel so much like my hair feels like softer and just like less like damage to it. I feel like that hard water just like really damages it. So we need to get like a water softener here. But Vegas like has bad water, period. New York has much better water too that you're putting on your hair. You know, they have to make it where it's safe for everybody to drink the tap water. So their water is much cleaner there. In Vegas, you should not drink the tap water here, and they don't really plan on many people drinking the tap water. So our tap water is really bad here. And I think they even say there's like an issue with like estrogen in the tap water in Vegas or something. It's weird. So not good. Um, but in New York, you can fully drink the tap water because the people that can't afford bottled water, you know, need to be able to drink the water in New York from the sink. Because not everybody that lives there can afford to buy bottled water. A lot of the people that live in New York are poor when they're the ones that work for the city. Does that make sense? Like, if you're someone that doesn't live in the city but is a worker for the city, you probably are pretty poor and you don't live in the city. You know what I mean? You live somewhere further out, like Yonkers or something, and or Long Island or Queens even, but I mean that's still considered the city. But or the Bronx, you know, those are, but you're not like in Manhattan. So you have the New York City, which has the boroughs, and then you have Manhattan, you know. But so you have all the people will come, you know, you got Staten Island, come from the different places to work in Manhattan. Those people have to be able to have cheap water when they go home because they just don't have enough money. Like they live in very. People think that everyone in New York is wealthy. There are wealthy people in New York, and the wealthiest people pretty much are in New York. But there's also poor people in New York that are the infrastructure of New York. You know, and without them, that's why they keep the subway rates down. That's why they make sure they have clean water to drink from the tap, um, clean and safe water, things like that. You know, and they got to take care of the people like that, or they will not have their companies won't exist. You know what I'm saying? Because they need those people. And so New York is very good at kind of about like kind of taking care of the smaller people in a sense, you know, the less fortunate, the people with less money. Um, but they could do better. but they try to do the best they can, you know. And they are very against like people coming in and just kind of like they really like to have like still like some rent control apartments and things like that, you know. But like of course like the owners of rent control apartments don't want them to be rent control, but there's always kind of like the fight for things like that in the city because they need some things like that, you know, um, to still exist. Otherwise, the people just can't survive because not everybody makes a fortune there. You know, a lot do, but not everybody. And you need those people that you know maybe work at the smoothie shop or something like that. You know what I mean? That need rent control apartments or something like that. You know what I mean? Like versus like everyone thinks like the Wall Street brokers, but you gotta think about the person that's working at the McDonald's that's in Manhattan. You know what I mean? You're not, you know, it's still McDonald's. You know, I mean they probably make more than the other McDonald's because you know I think you often make according some companies you're compensated according to where you live. They'll pay you more. I don't know how that works with things like fast food in Manhattan. I don't know if you still make the same, probably just make the same wage everybody does. So I don't know. Um, but yeah, those people, you have to think about them like where are they going to live? You know, how are they going to get here? And you know, make sure they have water. So New York is very good about that. I appreciate that because Vegas, they don't care. Like, you're on your own. Figure it out. Like they don't really like care about the needy as much, you know. They have some food banks and things, you know, but I mean, for a while they tried to make homelessness illegal in Vegas. I don't know if they undid that because I think they found that was like unconstitutional. You can't make it like illegal. Um, but I was really mad when I was in New York last time. That one place they said no feeding the pigeons. I hope that's not a crosswide New York thing because that's always made me really bad about Vegas. Is it's illegal to feed pigeons, which you guys I know pigeons are a nuisance, and then we had to stop feeding the birds because the pigeons are taking over. But they're still creatures, and they're beautiful creatures, and they're beautiful birds. And there was areas, you know, where they was used to being fed when I was like sitting on those one steps near Penn Station and MSG. Oh, no, yeah, near MSG, Madison Square Garden. Then they said no feeding the pigeons there. I hope it's just that area. But all those pigeons were like sitting there just so hungry and it just irritated me because it wasn't, they're not going to go away. They're going to come forever. I don't even know that. So it's like, now they're just sitting there and just look all like starving. It's terrible. But I think in New York it's still legal to feed pigeons. I hope so. Because I don't think that's a good law. I mean, you can say certain areas, you know what I mean? But across wide, like, it's illegal to feed a certain bird. It's insane to say. Because for one thing, by that assumption, you're kind of wanting that species to just die off. And that is sad to me. I know people are annoyed with pigeons, but that's like, we don't need them to go extinct because we're like making illegal everywhere to feed them. It's insane. So that's kind of stuff is not, you can't be making laws like that against nature. You can, but you shouldn't. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you can, but I wouldn't advise you to because those are like universal things. You don't want to be like there's man laws and then there's like nature laws. You know what I mean?
Point. You know,
Yeah.
the thing is too about pigeons is we used to study them a lot in science. Like that's okay. If you look at how pigeons live, that's what humans strive to do.
Right.
A
It's to
man
be
and a
like,
woman
yeah.
working together. to
Oh
make-
yeah, monogamous.
Tell
Yeah.
them, tell them about
Yeah, pigeons are monogamous.
Tell them about the baby we got.
Yeah, so we've experienced two amazing things with pigeons. A lot of amazing things, but two insanely amazing things. One was pigeons are monogamous. They have one partner for life. So when their partner dies, they go through the sorrow that we go through. Basically, like it's similar because I witnessed it. We saw a pigeon lose his mate on the train tracks. She got ran over. And he would not leave her side, and we knew another train was coming really soon, and we couldn't witness this pigeon basically getting hit by a train track. I mean, it's probably what he wanted because his partner just died, but it's like I don't know. We were like, oh, this is so we moved him from the train tracks, and he just kept going back kept going back to her because he was like frozen, he wouldn't move. So we pick him up and we would move him. And then he kept going back to the train tracks and we just sit by her dead body. And it was the saddest thing ever. And we were like, this is terrible. So we picked him up and we brought him back to our apartments, not in our apartment, but outside by a tree. And we sat there with him for many hours. We gave him some water and a little bit of food because we had bird seed. We were feeding the birds at the time. And he finally, eventually, by the end of the night, was able to fly off. But it took him an entire day to fly again. And so we got to hold him and stuff. And he was just like so depressed. He was out of it after losing his partner. But he eventually took off. And I don't know if he went back to the train tracks and ended his life or not. But we felt we didn't want to witness him do that. I don't know. It just seems sad. So that was a really cool experience, but very sad. I mean, he was in total mourning. I mean, he because they don't mate again. That's their partner for life. We're not monogamous by nature. That's the funny thing. But there are animals that are, and pigeons are, but humans are not. We want it. We try to be. We strive to be, but we're not. We're actually polyamorous by nature. But the next experience was I was feeding the pigeons organic almonds in our apartments. I kept getting in trouble. I got fined actually from the apartment, but I finally stopped. But it took me a minute because you'll tell me to stop feeding my pigeons. I love feeding them. So because what happened is I was feeding them, and then they ended up having a baby, a baby squab. And we got to witness the whole thing. Richard has it filmed. I hope we still have the footage. We've lost so much footage, but it was filmed the entire, like from when they first built their nests to when he hatched, and then when he came out of the egg, and then the dad does a lot of the sitting on the egg and sitting on the baby afterwards. They sit on the baby afterwards, even after he hatches. They just sit on him. To protect him and keep him warm and stuff. And then the mom goes out to get the food, and she gets the food, and then she swallows it, and then she regurgitates it back to the baby. That's how they. So when you think like pigeons are like gluttons or like overeating, no, they're getting food for their loved ones. That's how they do it. They get food for each other. So when they're like a lot of times that, and especially for their babies. But the mom does a lot of the scouring, and the dad does the sitting on the egg. It's funny. We didn't know that, so we witnessed all this, and they don't usually ever show that. It's very rare to film a baby squab. That's a baby pigeon, it's called baby squab. And we got the whole thing from the time it was hatched and until it finally started flying. We watched him get to learn how to fly. Oh, it was the best experience. It all happened in our apartments, and then they were wanting to come exterminate the pigeons while we were witnessing this, and I lost my mind. So they were have a guy come shoot all the pigeons at the apartments. So I lost my darn mind and went off on social media and got them to stop that. And they didn't do it. I contacted like anyone that I thought was in authority to be like, don't let my apartments do this. I can't. And they ended up, I went and talked to the front desk, and they decided not to do that. But I was like, you can't. But they were allowed to. You're allowed to like shoot pigeons. Isn't that crazy? Terrible. They were gonna shoot this baby squab. What's wrong with people? I was freaking out. I mean, because the guy was coming. They brought the exterminator, and he was like coming to look at the stuff before he was gonna come back to figure out what he needed to do. And I was like, no. Please don't do that. Please have some humaneness to yourself. Insane. But yeah, so that was our really amazing experiences. And they did not kill the baby, thank God. They didn't kill any of the birds. I was losing my mind. But they were like, stop feeding them then. Fine. We'll feed them if you won't kill them. That was one of the apartments we stayed at in 2018, 2019. That was the one we stayed in when we first got out of the cave. Sorry, my I need to shower, so my hair is itching. You know, you get like, um, I like to shower every day, and I feel like my hair gets like itchy if I don't, you know. So I put it in the braid without showering, and now I'm like, I need to shower. You guys ever get like, I don't know how people do where they don't wash their hair, like with the dreads, because I feel like that would just be so insanely itchy, of just like irritating, and then also brushing your hair can be just such a wonderful feeling. Like when you, if you have knots and you brush them out, oh, that's like it's such an amazing feeling. So I can't imagine like the idea of wanting dreads, but people do it. I mean, they look cool, you know, to each his own, but it just seems like it would be so uncomfortable. I know people do have to have like where they have to itch it, you know, and they have to put products, you know, because it does get itchy. Yeah, I don't know. That would be rough. Uh, just it feels like it would be so much weight pulling, because you know how knots pull, they pull on you, pull on your like on your hair, so like it snags at your neck. I can't even imagine what dreads feel like. The amount of like weight pulling. But people like them. It's a very common look. So we watch Big Brother. I'm really hoping that I don't know if you guys watch Big Brother at all. I think it's gonna fall. Ah, I think it's itchy right now. Being outside is like it's it's great, but sometimes you get a little bit of like where like it's not the most pleasant. How you could say there's no humidity in the air in Vegas. So sometimes being outside for a long amount of time is not the most pleasant because it's like dry. Does that make sense? So it's like so long you're out here, like your skin gets dry, you know, your mouth gets dry, you know, you get, you know. Let me just, you know, let me drink some water, you know, because you're out in the desert. Whereas in New York, when you're outside, it's very pleasant as long as it's not cold. But you know, the cold times can be not so pleasant. But when it's like when I'm gonna go, it's like because there's like a nice humidity in the air, you know, it's not so dry. Um, I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to like the fact that you know I'm getting the contrast, because it was hard being in Vegas all year long with it being this dry. Like by the end of the year, my skin would be so dry because I was never getting any moisture in it again. So I feel like every time I go to New York, kind of replenish my moisture. So that's good. You know, like, and it with my hair and skin and nails, you know. Um, but anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so we watched Big Brother, and I really want Keanu to put up Rachel Riley. This is insane. So if you guys don't know, Rachel Riley won the show many years ago, like 20 years ago almost, and like she won. She was the the winner. You know, because there's one person that wins first place. They get like it used to be 500,000, now it's 750,000, and second place gets used to be 50,000, now it's 75,000. So it's like a significantly different amount from first to second place. And she won first place, so she got the 500,000, and she's one of the most famous ones on the show. But they have not even put her up once. I'm like, you guys are stupid. I mean, they're getting towards the end of the show. I'm like, she's gonna win again, you idiots. I don't know how this is not happening. They were gonna nominate her, and then somehow she convinced everybody to not nominate her. Now she's like, so I'm hoping someone's gonna use a veto. If you don't know the show, someone uses the veto, and then they have to put up someone else. So I'm hoping Keanu puts her up, but if he doesn't put her up, he's such a game talker, because he tried to get the guy last week to put her up and was saying, you know, basically what a chump that guy was if he didn't put her up. And then if he doesn't, I'm like, you're such a hypocrite. So we'll see. I think it's today they do their nominations. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. I don't think he's gonna do it. It's just insane. She's got good game, obviously, because she's a winner already. And she knows the game better than anybody. And they have her, they're down to like not very many players. And she's still in the game, has never been nominated to go home, you know, put on the block. So it's like, this is crazy. These people are dumb. I'm getting irritated with these idiots. When we watch the live feeds, I'm like, these people. How is they not put her up yet? I mean, she's going to win if someone doesn't put her up pretty soon. They don't have that many, there's not that many people left. I mean, it's like, it's insane. They don't want to put her up because there's this new thing where now you can't just backdoor. They used to call this thing backdoor someone, where you'd put them on the block and they'd have no way to fight it because they people would then just vote them out. Now you give that person one option to win their safety. And now that's why they're scared, because they don't want to do that. They're like, oh, they might win their safety and come after me. It's like, this is the lamest season of like nobody like wanting to swing at anybody, because they do this thing like, oh, take the easy route. So they put up the floaters. It's like all floaters going on, basically. It's so dumb. But anyways, so I need to get caught up on the episode last night. I think there was one. I think there was a Sunday night one. I didn't watch it. So, Mets. What a shame. Luckily, we didn't bet the last 2 days, because the Mets got swept. Great games, though, in the sense of, like, the points. Man, they worked hard. I mean, some of the most high-scoring games. One of them was literally their highest-scoring game, like, ever, like, in the first inning. And they still lost. It was, like, insane. I mean, these were high-scoring games. Like, I think one of them, like, one team had, like, 11 points or 12 points. I mean, these were, like, high-scoring games. And, they lost all 3 games, even though they'd scored, like, I think the Mets scored, like, 11 points and still lost a game. Like, that's how, that's how insane these games were on one of the games. Like, how do you score 11 points in a baseball game and lose the game? I mean, this was insane. So, they played the Marlins. Crazy games. With the amount of points going back and forth on both teams, home runs and things. I mean, one of the guy got 2 home runs in Soto. I think got 2 home runs in one game, and like 3 or 4 in the whole series. Vientos got, I think, 2 in the series, I think, or at least 1. Someone else got, like, everybody was getting home runs. Like Alonso got one. Marte got one, I think. Trends, I think, got one, maybe even. I don't know if that was these 3 games, but it was just everybody's getting home runs. Not this last game, in the series. They got swept. They lost all 3 games, even though it was like everybody getting home runs and so many points on the board. It was a shame, but I feel proud of them because they did well considering. I mean, even though they lost, and I was happy we weren't betting because you could win the bet, so even if they lost, because like with all those home runs and things, I bet on home runs and hits, but we were blogging, and so we didn't bet, and it actually worked out. I said they're probably gonna lose if we didn't end up betting, and the universe is saving us a couple dollars. We don't bet every game, we just bet a handful of times, and I won't bet at all. Rich won't bet at all when I'm in New York, and I won't bet in New York at any level. So if I watch the games, I'll just watch them, and I like watching the games whether I bet or not. Richard doesn't really like watching baseball unless he bets. He likes betting. I don't particularly care about betting. But it does make it more fun if you bet, just because you're like, you want to be right, like, and it's cool if you were right with your thing. Less about the money, more of just like, oh, cool, I picked the right things. That's for me. But I don't think it's a tanning day today, is it? I was gonna tan today, but I don't think it's gonna happen today. That's why I always wait too long, and now look at that, I miss my moment. At least I tanned yesterday because I was complaining how hot it was, but that ice challenge really helped. That's the way to. If you are tanning where you don't have a pool, have someone do that ice challenge with you. Have them do it when you're not expecting is better.
A bunch of people were asking, because Trump passed a new federal law that is now cannot desecrate the American flag. They want to know why you're sitting on an American flag.
Oh, it's a towel. I mean, aren't you allowed to sit on a towel? It's an American flag towel.
What I said, don't.
He said that I'm not allowed to desecrate a flag, but this is a towel. If anything, I'm just representing America with my patriotic towel. It's a towel. It's not a flag in the sense of like, I don't think you're gonna hang a towel up on a flagpole. So it's gonna be sat on or laid on or you wipe your body off on or something. You know what I mean? It's a towel. But thanks for everybody. Yeah, it's my patriotic. It's not like a flag that I'm gonna hang outside. It's a towel. It's a towel, you guys. It's a towel. It's an American flag towel. It's not actually a flag. It's a towel. But yeah, you guys are funny. I thought people would enjoy my flag. Whatever. Anywho, what do we got going on? What was I talking about? Flag. Oh, you know what is going on right now though is the stores are running out of supplies due to all these tariffs things. I heard this was going to happen. We cannot get water. I keep sending Richard every day to get spring water, and he comes back with just like a tiny amount of water, and he's like, "This is all they have." And yesterday they didn't have any spring water at all. He had to get that. Oh, cool. Great, that'd be awesome. He had to get those Eternity waters, which are fabulous, but they're more expensive. So we don't usually. They're like $3.99 for, which actually it doesn't sound too expensive, but they are more than the other. A big jug. They're really good waters, though. They're called Eternity. Then this blue bottle that's kind of like shaped weird. But there was no spring water at Albertsons or Smith's. They were out of spring water, which someone was telling me what's happening is they can't get the supplies at their warehouses. So the warehouses, the distribution centers are running out of supplies. So the stores can't order it because their warehouses or distribution centers, whatever you want to call them, don't have it. So like stores are now getting where they can't stock their shelves on certain things. Like they can't get it because where they would normally order it, they're empty, and they're not able to stock the warehouses again. So I don't know. It's gonna get bad with certain things. I'm worried. This sucks because we're having to go every day. Because actually we haven't been having to go shopping every day. We've been kind of like trying to not go every day, but we've been having to go just for water. Like that's the only thing we've been having to go for. We're like, shoot, because like you can only get like a little bit, and then the next day goes and I use a little bit more. One day we got a 24-pack of Arrowhead, and I was, ooh, yay! But we've now almost drank that whole one, and there's like a handful of bottles around the house, so like one or two from the 24-pack, but you can't even get one like that. And so then we was trying to just get just a jug, like no, and then we were doing bigger ones too. We were doing bigger water bottles. Those are gone now. Everything's gone. All the spring water. So we'll see today. We need spring water again. And we have, like I said, those Eternity waters, but he only got 2 of those jugs yesterday, so we've almost finished them. Because we drink only water, so we drink a lot of water. We're probably the one drinking most of the water in Vegas. Just kidding. Everyone drinks water. It didn't help. I poured 2 of the waters on my head yesterday. That wasn't helpful. As long as I use the bowl, not waste the waters. I wasted 2 spring waters yesterday. I didn't realize they were like fully out. I thought it was just a Smith's thing, but someone was telling me they were gonna start running out because it's a distribution issue now, and that's gonna start happening with like Amazon too, because like no one can get their supplies. No one can get what they need for their stores or for their online like Amazon, because things are getting blocked now, with like these tariffs and things. Like it's getting like now we're starting to, because at first you don't notice the things, but now we're starting to see the aftermath of what's going on, I guess. Like we're running out of supplies in America. So we'll see what happens. Very interesting to see what happens next, because you can't continue this way. Obviously we can't not have water, what I mean? So something has to happen. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't follow the politics or the news, so I don't know. I just notice when things are not in the store, and then people talk to me about things. I just hear what people say, and Richard puts on the news, so I hear a little bit here and there, but I won't choose to put on the news. And I don't choose to really listen to it if it's on. Try to not listen to it. Like, oh, the news. I don't like the news because it's always depressing and negative stuff. It's never positive things. It's always like the worst things going on in the world. And I'm like, I don't really need to like turn on the news and like get depressed. Like, especially when it's things that are like really tragic. And I'm like, well, that's just horrific. I don't want to know about that. When I woke up in the morning, like, oh yeah, this small child was just brutally murdered. It's like, why would I want to know that? It's like things like that. It's like, no, thank you. Like, no, thank you. I just, no. Or like all these, the shootings and things. It's like, I don't need to every day turn on my TV and just be bombarded with that stuff. I mean, like I'll interact with it if I have to in real life. I don't want to, if I don't know about it, I don't need to keep filling my mind with, like, because there are tragedies that occur every day, but we don't have to focus on those. You know what I mean? Otherwise, life is really depressing. So if you watch the news every day, it's hard to not get depressed. It's like, there's never positive things, and the positive things are just ads. If it's like, oh, did you hear about this new movie or something? Well, this is an ad or whatever. They're just advertising something when they're talking positive about something, or even a celeb is usually paying for their thing to get promoted, whatever they're talking about the celeb, if they have a new album or something. So those are all advertisements. But most of the news stuff is all negative. Like, how many people died today? How many accidents occurred? How many like terrible things in the world happen? Those are the news documents. So I just don't really like filling my brain with that. And it's not like, well, I guess a little bit of ignorance is bliss, but it's it's not that I'm trying to be like unaware of what's going on in the world, but also like you don't need to be aware of every horrible thing. You don't need that, because there's nothing you can do about it with a lot of the things. You know what I mean? Most things you can't control, like what happened. So like you're just gonna get down. Oh, that's sad. That's too sad. But anyhow, I'm really, really, I know I say anywho a lot. I say anywho a lot. I really am looking forward to New York, but also a little bit bummed that I'm probably gonna drink. And it's my own choice, and that's why I'm irritated with myself, because I'm feeling so good today, day 20. Oh, feels so good. I mean, I feel, oh gosh, TMI. But I don't know why I share these things, but it makes me laugh. Some things make me laugh. So Richard did the live stream last night, right? And I'm so worried that I was farting because I normally don't fart, but I've been like really getting in, like really burning the ketosis or something, since I've been like exercising. So when you fart, you're actually burning fat. That's so. So I was farting a lot yesterday, and I don't know if I farted in the live stream on the sleep stream. I said, Rich, did I fart? Because I normally don't fart, but I was past the gas station. It doesn't smell. It wasn't smelly. It's not like that. It's just like it's like air getting out of there. Finally, because I've been like bloated on and off for. It's like finally like getting out. And I'm like, oh, isn't that pleasant? This is so much better. It doesn't smell. Not unless I'm really being unhealthy to my fart smell. Like in New York, if I've been drinking, I could probably get stinky. But I don't fart when I drink usually. I get diarrhea sometimes. I don't do it by myself. I don't know. I'm not a big farter. But I find farts to be hilarious. They're funny. I know it's so immature, but it's such an embarrassing thing for people that it's such a funny thing, because everyone does fart and they do smell on some level, some really bad. But it's such a funny thing that we do. Like, why does it have to make sound? Why do you ever have to have it be? It's funny when dogs fart. My grandpa had a dog named Sadie. She was what are those called? Who knows? Oh gosh, I'll have to think about what kind of dogs those are. Oh gosh. The ones that have the like little, they look almost like pug noses, but they're not pug, they're the big, oh gosh, I'll think of. Oh gosh, what are those dogs called? Well, anyway, her name was Sadie. She was a kind of big dog. She weighed probably like 80 pounds. I mean, a big dog. And grandma had this, like one of those, you guys remember those, wicker chairs that had like, they would have like a padding in it, but it was like a big circle, like wicker thing that you would sit in, as the old farts know. Kind of like wicker like this, but the whole thing was like, and it was shaped like a big bowl, and you would sit. That became the dog's chair. She loved that wicker chair, and she would just fart in there, and it would be so smelly that she would have to leave, because she couldn't take her own farts. It'd be so stinky. But they were loud. I never like had to witness a dog had loud farts except for my grandpa's, and they were like toxic. But you would tell her that she stunk. Like if she had farted near you, you'd be like, "Oh, Sadie, you stink," and she would get offended, and then she'd like walk away, and like I'll be all like offended, like give you all sad look, and you're like, "Sorry, you do here, you stink." She knew she did. It was the funniest dog. She was a funny kind of dog. I'll think of it in a second. But I'm not good with breeds. But I knew this dog, but I can't think of it in a second right now. You know, you get a brain fart. But just a funny dog. But she just would. My grandpa would feed her at the table. Is why she had such stinky farts. You can't be feeding dogs human food. It was horrible, and he would not stop doing that. Funny dog. She lived a long time, but she would go get stung by bees all the time. She'd be running in the backyard and get stung by bees, and then they'd have to give her Benadryl, and it'd make her like kind of drunk. Oh, funny dog. She was the funniest. So she'd be like staggering. Dogs are funny. I love Casper. I'm glad I have a bunny rather than a dog. I like dogs. I mean, I've had a lot of dogs growing up as a child and a lot of cats. And I've had, this is my 5th bunny, but bunnies have always been my favorite. They're kind of, I mean, they're not the easiest pets. They're the most work of all 3 pets. Because bunnies can't really in any way in your house survive on their own, you know, like where a cat pretty much can. A cat will figure out, a cat will go eat butter and stuff. A bunny, you have to, you know, make sure you're cleaning its area, cleaning its litter box, always. I mean, you have to kind of do like cats, but cats will just like, cats will go in and out often too, unless it's a fully indoor cat, but often cats will go in and out, and same with dogs. A bunny is, it's a full maintenance thing. Yeah, and that's why the guy gave it to me, that, because he didn't realize. He was like, oh, I didn't know. Bunnies are a lot of work. Because you can't just like leave them, you know, like, well, it took us a long time, like, to be able to leave Casper. But that was like, after he, you know, for a long time was in his cage. But in the beginning, we couldn't just like leave him to roam the room on any level, you know, but he had to be in a cage. But now he can as he's older. But like so when you get a baby bunny, it's a chore. But and if it's a male, you gotta get him neutered. We found out. But I do love animals. I really do. But I really am sad when I go to New York to leave Casper. Like I almost at times am upset that I have a bunny because I have to leave him. Does that make sense? But then I'm like, no, I'm glad I have my bunny. But at times when I have to leave him, I'm like, it'd be easier if I didn't have a bunny, then I wouldn't have to leave him. But then I'm like, but then I wouldn't have Casper. And I'm like, yeah. And that would be a horrible thing. So, you know, but it's like leaving him sometimes is so hard for me. Because when my first trips, I didn't have Casper and it was easier. But I'm like, but I wouldn't trade Casper to make it easier because he means so much to me. And he really has become like such an important being in my life. Like him and Rich, they're like neck and neck. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Rich feels like that. You know, you give Casper more attention. Like, well, you're always busy. Rich is always doing stuff in the office. So me and Casper hang out a lot. We just cuddle. We were doing that this morning. But he is just a very, I don't know, like I feel like he's a very knowledgeable being. People think I'm crazy, but I mean, I think he's smart. I think Casper's really smart. It seems like he gets smarter the longer he's with us too, because we spend so much time with him that like, you know, it would make sense that, you know, he's kind of like learning a lot because, you know, I don't think most people spend that much time with their bunnies. I mean, we spend a lot of time just hanging with Casper, talking to Casper, you know, getting him, you know, doing the little tricks and things, and just, I don't know, I just feel like he's learning a lot of things that like other bunnies wouldn't learn. I'm just, I don't know, kind of like, I don't know, it's hard to describe. I always feel animals are much more intelligent than other people often feel. I think they're more intelligent than us. So I'm always like thinking that like I need to learn from the animals, you know? And I like to rub Casper's little hooves before I go to Manhattan. I always say, good luck for Manhattan. Good luck in Manhattan. Good luck in Manhattan. He does it, and he just did it today again. Put it out. He hadn't put it out. He had not been putting his hooves out. Well, he's mad at me because I clipped him a little bit, which I didn't get very far. He wants nothing to do with that anymore. I've been trying to clip his nails. We got a thing to clip his nails. I didn't hurt him anyway. He just was like, I don't like this. First, he was letting me. I was doing it without even Richard's help. Like, he was letting me. I was doing it with just, I was holding his paw and he was letting me clip him. And I got about 3 in, and then he just like, no, and now he wants nothing to do with that. So he wasn't even giving me his paw for like since I did that. But just today, he put it back out again, and then he's like, and I was like, oh, good luck for Manhattan. is our little thing we do. But Richard always feels like the day I'm coming back that Casper like out of nowhere gets like really happy. Like it's like I mean he tells him he's coming, but that means he understands. Does that make sense? Like that's kind of crazy. So I don't know what he understands, what he doesn't, but he seems to be pretty intelligent. And he's very good at communicating with us of what he wants. Like you can figure out what he wants. Like he gets really mad when the window is closed. He likes the sun, and sometimes I forget because as it gets really, we won't do it as much now. Now that it's summer is kind of past, we can kind of leave the blinds open a little more. But when it was really hot, you were constantly having to close the blinds because the sun was just beating in. And if Casper was under the bed, we would close the blinds. But when he comes out, he'll be out, and I'll be like, take me a second to realize like what is he wanting? Like I didn't realize it's always that. Like he always wants that open when he's I was like, oh, okay. Okay, and then he's so much happier. Like he literally goes like, oh, and he literally like he'll be sitting it whatever way, and then he goes, and then he moves in a more relaxed position as soon as you open the blinds. He likes to look out to the sky and see outside, which makes sense. He's indoors, so seeing nature, I think he enjoys that, and seeing the sun. When it's closed, it's kind of dreary in the room. You know, it's a little depressing. Like little things you don't think like the bunny would really want the sunshine every morning, but he does. He does. He loves the sunshine. He sunbathes. He loves it. He sunbathes in his little area because he gets like the sun directs right where he eats, so he lounges out there and sunbathes. It's the cutest thing. Yeah, but he really gets mad if that window is closed all day. So I said, Rich, when I'm gone, you got to make sure because Richard's the one that closes it more. I always open it because I like it open too. But it is really bright at times. It can get really tense, and it makes it really hot in the room. But now, as it's cooling, so it won't be so bad. So Richard is working on breakfast, I guess. He's going to make my beef burgers. I've not had breakfast. I've decided I'm going to start doing the blog before breakfast and probably before my shower, unless I take a really early morning shower. But just kind of get out here before it gets hotter. Because when that one day when I was here around at noon, it was terrible when I did the blog, like trying to work out. I mean, it might not be as bad because we're in September, but it does sometimes get hotter. We'll see. We'll see if later is a little warmer where I can tan. I don't think it's going to be a tanning day that day. Maybe. I don't know. It's starting to come out a little bit. But it's hard to tell because the temperature has really dropped. I don't know what the temperature is going to be today, but I can really tell like it's dropped significantly since yesterday, which I like. I love this time of year in Vegas. September and October in Vegas are awesome. And in New York. Both places have equally amazing weather for the same time. Both Vegas, sorry, this bug is flying on me. What is she doing? October and September are amazing months for Manhattan and Vegas. I would recommend going to both those cities in those months, but those are the most expensive months for both cities. I don't know. Vegas these days is probably pretty cheap, but it used to be more expensive those months. October used to be great in Vegas for like Halloween and stuff. I don't know how it's going to be this year. It's hard to know. I'm glad I'm going to New York because Labor Day has just been total bust. I mean, I've only seen people that I already know. Like it's like you're not even seeing like new people. But Labor Day is always that way because people are here with their loved ones and family. Weird if you came by yourself for Labor Day weekend. So my business is not good on these holiday weekends.
No, like 2 more minutes on your burger.
Oh, cool. And then are you gonna wait? Oh, yeah, finish my sentence. Yeah, my in New York, I'm always busy though because it's all single people that live there for the most part who I see. So any time it doesn't matter. But in Vegas, I rarely do good on holiday weekends because that's when people come with their loved ones and their girlfriends and their wives and their, you know, I mean, it's just not the time for my business as much. And that's why the girls are out there pretty late. No, that's like when Lalo got to meet the one girl. It was later in the evening. She normally would have still been available, but with the holiday weekend, this is no one available. So I'm glad I go to New York because if we had not planned this trip to New York, we'd be in big trouble with the way Vegas is right now. and this was like their worst Labor Day weekend. I mean, there were people here, but what you guys don't understand is like people in the casinos doesn't necessarily mean a good thing. Like they would need people that are actually going to give money to the casino, not just be sitting there and eating food and at the McDonald's down the way, or the In-N-Out Burger or something, and then and getting a free room or a really cheap room. They want people that are going to be dropping tons and tons of money. That's who we're lacking right now. So there's people in Vegas, but it's not the people that the casinos want for the amount of like money they have. It's not that they're bad people, it's they don't have enough money that they used to have these ballers that were dropping, millions of dollars in the casinos. That's not happening these days like that. So that's why the casinos are hurting. Because yeah, there's people in there, they're filling the rooms, on some level sometimes. Not always. But sometimes like a holiday weekend, maybe they filled the rooms. I doubt it. But maybe some hotels had max capacity. I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt there was a hotel with max capacity this weekend. They want to claim they do, but I doubt it. But even if they did, it's cheaper rates than they've ever had for holidays. You know what I'm saying? Like Labor Day, Memorial Day used to be big weekends in Vegas as far as for like expensive room rates. They try to raise the rates and they have to lower them because no one shows up. But yeah, I'm really happy to go to New York. Otherwise, we'd be in a lot of trouble. And the good thing about me going to New York too is now like we're able to buy more things. So if you guys like, why weren't you guys ever buying these things like clothes for Annette and Gloria and things like that, or all these little things, or fixing up the house? Because we had no money. It was like the little bit of money was like trying to get the bills done, and rarely when with this Vegas nonsense. So without me going to New York, we are like we could maybe make it, but it would be like we couldn't ever have any extra anything. Like we wouldn't be able to smoke our weed anymore, which we did that you guys saw that over the summer. We did that. Gloria and Annette probably wouldn't be able to go dancing. We wouldn't ever be able to get anyone any sort of clothes or shoes or anything. Oh, hey, Jedi Triggerman. Welcome, Jedi. Now when I'm going to New York, each time we can like get more things, and still it's not a lot of excess because I'm still going to New York and we're still doing it just for the bills, but it's at least by going there's enough extras to get some things done. Like we got Gloria a closet finally. We were able to get her bed. We're trying to fix up all these different things around the house. Like we've just been doing a lot of like little maintenance things here and there. And like one of our projects, we want to get one of these days, maybe like a new dishwasher and stuff. Like all these little things like these we'd never be able to get them if I don't go to New York. So we figured that'd be nice to get them a nice dishwasher, and then Gloria can just put Gloria and I can just put the dishes in the dishwasher. Because when I'm here, I'll do the dishes. But I'm gone now often, like for 2 weeks, so then it'd be nice if, but that's not something we're getting anytime soon. But those are things that we have on, that we're thinking of that we want to get done. But it wouldn't even be fathomable if I wasn't going to New York. So I'm gonna go in 3 days. I leave early Thursday, and I'll come back Tuesday the 16th. And I do not want to drink in Vegas. So that's going to be my thing even when I come back from this trip. I don't know what's going to happen in New York. We'll figure out when we get there, everybody. You guys I say we because you guys are going to be part of my journey, I'm sure. Richard doesn't want me posting too much because he doesn't want me to risk posting something stupid like I did, but I will post occasionally. But it's going to be less posting because last time I posted some things that were just really dumb, when I was drunk. That didn't need to be posted. Sometimes less is more with certain things especially if I'm drinking. I don't like when I was bawling and just dumb things, yelling at people or bawling, just weird stuff. So I'm gonna try to not be posting all that weird stuff. Fingers crossed. And I don't think it's gonna happen. So I can't think I have the self-control of that because I think I thought it was like what I was doing was cool in some weird way. I don't know. You don't know till after you know. And now I'm like, no, that's not good. Drunken stupor is not good. And I'm hoping I don't drink much this trip. Maybe not at all. But I don't know. It's a little bit nerve-wracking because it's coming up in 3 days here. So really less than 3 days because we're already into this day. It's like 2.5 really at this point almost. Well, we're kind of only a little bit into today, so about 3 days. So. But yeah, I don't know. And the close. Okay. Oh, let's do. When do you want to take over the blog? Okay. Yeah, you just come out when you're ready, and then I'll. Me and my burgers. That'll be good. I'll have those in a minute. And I need to do a bong hit. And I need to shower. I wanted to lay out. You know what? I might be able to. Might be getting sunny enough. I might be able to lie out for a couple minutes here before. But I don't need the water this time. I won't need the ice challenge. It's not. I don't think it'll be that hot. But I can see that the sun is maybe too early. I'm trying to get a little bit of a tan. I thought it would be another good day for tanning today. I'm trying to get a little bit of tan before I go to New York. I like to get tan lines. So I like wearing a bikini so you get tan lines. I don't want to wear a one piece because that's not going to be, you're going to have your belly is going to be all white, you know. So that's my issue with going to the pool over there. I want to wear a one piece over there, but then I'm going to tan with a one piece. That's not going to be right. Maybe I could change, but then I feel embarrassed wearing my leopard. I feel more embarrassed wearing my leopard bikini over there than online. So I'll do some online, but I won't do it in person sometimes. Like, because over there's all these older people, and I'm like, I only have 2 bikinis. It's either a weed one or a leopard one. So pick your poison. You know, which one's gonna offend them less. But I like my leopard one because it's a better swimsuit. But it's a little bit more. Man, they're both kind of sexy because the other one is a string bikini with the little A-frame tops, triangle tops, and it's a weed one. So I have a weed one or a leopard one or a black one piece. But the one piece I don't want to wear because I can't tan with that. Yeah, that makes sense. But I want to swim with the one piece. That's why I haven't gone to the pool. I don't know. Other reasons too. I mean, I wasn't ready because I wasn't feeling good. But part of it is like, how am I gonna deal with it? I have to tan in front of all these people. We're back here. I could just, but then I'm tanning in front of all you. So that's what's funny. It's funny. I feel more comfortable tanning in front of everybody online than in my community. That makes sense. It is weird here because it's a retirement community and I am like the youngest person here, so I do look a little strange at the pool. I kind of don't fit in. Like, what are you doing here? Because some people will bring sometimes they'll bring their relatives and stuff, but that's more rare. It's usually just people that live here. So usually everyone is older at the pool. But I think Rich is gonna take over pretty soon. I think, unless I decide to lay out, but I don't know if it's sunny. I'm trying to decide if it's. I don't know if it's really sunny enough for laying out. I feel like I'm just gonna just be sitting here, but not be it really getting any sort of actual tan. Just be laying with the sun on me, but it's no, the sun's not that strong right now, so I don't think it's tanning time. Maybe later in the day. But I don't think today's gonna work for a tan. Maybe tomorrow. But it might be already now. We might have missed the arc there. At least I tanned yesterday. Yeah, and we actually keep getting the sun keeps going behind the clouds. So that's not Alright, so tan's out the window, I think, for today. Unless it warms up later. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna eat my burgers soon and do a bong hit. But I'm gonna have Richard take over. So let me do a couple nunchucks before I head in. I think that sounds fun. Do a little bit of nunchucks. And then I think I'm gonna call it a day on the blog as long as if Rich is ready to vlog. Let me check. I'm checking what you guys can see. I don't know if you're zoomed in. Yeah, you are zoomed in. Yeah, that's a towel flag. So I don't know if that counts. If it's towel for the thing of don't desecrate a flag, but it's a towel, so I think you can sit on it. I think you'll be allowed. I don't think anyone would have an issue. If I was sitting on a flag, but it's a towel. It just looks like a flag. See the difference? It's just the colors of the flag. It's not an actual flag. They're talking about as an actual flag. Then it looks like a flag. Then if you have like, huh? Okay, I'm gonna do nunchucks and then yeah. No, and then I'm done.
Okay, let me do a quick bong hit.
Yeah.
Come do your thing.
I do a quick nunchucks real quick for the end in here, and then how long has it been?
Over an hour. About
Okay.
an hour and a half.
Okay, good. Very good. I didn't know how long
Good job.
I can never tell how long it's been. I figured that. But I don't want to do less than an hour because it's like, I'm out here and we set the whole thing up, all this stuff. So it just would be silly. So. I'm feeling Mexican. I'm tired. You move around for more of a workout if you're wondering why I'm like jumping around. It gives you a little more of a workout. And the spinning is the hardest thing to do. It's a coordination thing. That's like the most of, you get the biggest workout from when I do that, that's why I do that. I'm gonna stay here for a minute, I'm waiting for Rich. Alright, that was my morning workout. Well, not just that, remember I did earlier. Earlier I don't know how to say we. When you're married for 11 years, you get used to saying we about everything. I just talking in that, what would they call that? It's not like second person, third person, anything. It's just I don't know how. When you use, is that a pronoun? I'm bad with those things. What are the names of? I forget. I forget grammar. It's been too long. My sister did not forget grammar, and she likes to remind me anytime that I ever forgot. Because I did great in grammar in school and everything like that. And I've always been a really great writer when I was in school and stuff. But once I got out of school, I did not care about grammar or being grammatically correct about things or anything. I was like, I'm a great speller. I never spell things wrong, not like that. But I'm just like, but just always saying the right word and stuff, it's not important to me. And always, making sure it's a proper word or whatever, those things don't matter to me. Word's a word. I mean, it's a word at this point, You say it's not a word, but it is a word. It is a word now. Like people are like, oh, it's not a word. Not in the English dictionary. Yeah, but it's still a word. Look up the slang dictionary. It's the words. But they don't end up in the dictionary. It's the words. Isn't that a proper word? I don't care about that. I don't think you should be vulgar and say all cuss words. Those are, I did get in a little phase where I was cussing more. I never was a cusser. And then I got in a short phase where I was cussing. And recently, at the beginning of the blog, when we first started doing the blog, not today, I'll say, like 2024, I really got in where I was cussing a lot, and I didn't like that because it's never been something that I've done. And we got really angry. We were really angry because we were doing a lot here, and the amount of hate we were getting was very hard because I'm like, I'm like, just because the pancakes thing, but then we were being mean, but you guys didn't understand like everything that was going on. But yeah, we had been too mean, but so it was good. The channel did help us realize we were being too mean, too harsh. But a lot of the stuff that you guys thought was like punishment was necessary for the time, like taking away the coffee. Now we're giving it back a little bit, but at the time it had to go away because Annette had to like calm down. She was so berserk first, So we were taking away the things that were making her so berserk to kind of figure out, and then now you give her back in small doses, like she can have a little bit of coffee, but at first the intensity of the amount that she was having coffee and stuff, like it had to just stop, you know, because it was kind of like an all or nothing thing with Gloria. Like she wouldn't just make a little coffee; it was like coffee all day, you know. So we had to take away the coffee pot because it was like an all day thing. So now we just go and get them like a nice coffee pretty much every day, and then they seem to really like that. And then they're having like one coffee a day instead of like 10 pots of coffee a day. You know what I mean? So a lot of the things like seemed like it was so torturous, but it was necessary at the time. And then and they actually felt better when they didn't have the coffee. They were feeling really good, but then we started to realize that they kind of like a little bit of the little euphoria lift, you know. So it is a drug. Caffeine is a drug. That's what people don't realize. We can really see the difference when Annette gets her coffee. Like it's drastically different, and you can fully see that it is something that really affects people, and we don't even think about it. You know, I mean, you think you need it. You know, you think, oh, I need my cup of coffee in the morning, but then you think that it's like not that impactful at the same token. It's like, no, it's a pretty strong drug. That's why I don't go back to it. I quit in 2018, and I just don't have a desire to do caffeine again. Like getting off of it was one of the best things I ever did, and it was so hard. Getting off of caffeine was one of the hardest things I ever did, even harder than alcohol for me, because I was the biggest coffee addict. I don't know if you guys know that. Like I wasn't. So when I say taking away coffee, like I had to take away from myself. Like that was the torturous thing. Like I only drank coffee. Like that's all I like. I didn't eat much food. I just drank coffee all day. I was one of those people that just drank coffee, and I figured like drinking coffee would keep me thin, but it didn't. Coffee actually makes your body store more insulin. Um, and insulin tells your body to store fat. So it's like you produce more insulin. Sorry, produce more insulin, and then insulin tells your body to store more fat. So it's like you're actually every cup of coffee is counterproductive to weight loss. Um, so when I stopped drinking coffee in 2018, like we lost so much weight right away. That's when we really lost weight. Um, when we cut out caffeine. And we were like, whoa, this is crazy. We didn't know this affected the weight that much. We know this because we witnessed it. We were like, whoa. And that's when I started researching it and realized that it does, um, it makes your body produce extra insulin. So, and insulin tells your body to store fat. So long term, you're like having more and more insulin. And that's not what you want. You want to be in burn fat, not store fat. So ketosis is burn fat. That's why we like being ketosis. That's why we do the protein diet. We get in ketosis. It means you're burning fat for energy instead of storing fat. So what caffeine does, it tells your body to store fat for energy. That's not what you want. And the longer you do it, each year you kind of add a little bit of weight each year just from the caffeine alone. And people don't realize. So we cut that out in 2018. But Gloria and Annette like to have it. It's pretty much once a day now, so we're letting them. All right. Oh yeah, everyone fed. Are you coming out? You might want to change your shirt. You got dirt all over it.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, it looks good. Just wipe it off. He got his nice New York shirt on. I like that one though.
Yeah, but I've been cooking it.
Oh yeah, he's been cooking. He's got junk gunk on it. No, it's kind of a cool shirt. You'll be fine. It just shows you he's been working hard cooking. I know. That's what I was thinking. No, isn't it nice enough?
Yeah. Nice.
Because if you're gonna lay out, I'm gonna lay out. I'm just gonna put. Did you put paper towel on top of my burgers? Yeah. Okay, then I'll just let them sit there. No, I'm gonna have it. No, I want to lay out now. Well, I'm not. I don't. I want to lay out before I have breakfast. Is what you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, too early for that.
Oh, okay.
You got shower.
Oh.
I got 23 minutes.
Oh, never mind. I'll come out
I
later.
gotta do my little workout now.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Do you want the nunchucks? So explain to them, and they explain to them that a towel that looks like an American flag does not count as an American flag.
Yeah.
Not the same idea, you guys.
Well, that's good conversation.
Are you gonna sit here?
I'll pull it in.
What about the umbrella? Okay. Thank you for cooking breakfast.
Yeah, thank you for.
All right, here's my microphone. You're gonna need this.
Hey guys, you've got me now. Joy wants me to change my shirt though. Hey guys. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I should change my shirt now. I could. It's up to you guys. I think I'm just gonna do my workout. All right, Dark Uncle, I hear it. Are you even here? I gotta change my shirt, man. All right, forget it. I'm not changing my shirt. Here, tell you what, I'll get my. Should I put a hat on? Oh hell. Okay, fine. I'll just come out.
Can you get a coffee?
Oh, good.
I'll just come on out, man. I'm just sorry. I got like pre-show jitters here. Wait, where are the nunchucks? Joy, did you take the nunchucks? Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. Pre-show jitters, man. Pre-show jitters. Oh, there they are. Welcome, everybody, to the Jedi Joy Rich Show. Here I am. Let me make sure before I get too far that I'm centered. Was Joy close enough to the screen for you guys? People ask, like, I think you guys were asking, someone was asking, like, what's the point of, it doesn't look like much of a workout. You're just whipping those things around. Like, these aren't very heavy, but you'd be amazed what 4 inches on a stick, and a couple sticks can do when you apply physics to it. And what you get is, you get a centripetal force. You can literally feel flowing through your muscles. And that's what we talk about when we talk about the force. You know, talk about getting that, because that's really what makes the difference between, Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali. Hey, Triggerman, Jedi, listen. These guys are just cis. They got a lot of negative energy on them. We got to clear them of their negative energy. Now, they might not want to be cleared, and that's the problem. In that case, you got to meet them in the BC. Talk it out. Man, it is going to be hot today, huh? I need 20 pounds. I need to lose about 20 pounds, man. You should have seen me last summer. This summer I've been less active. I've been like busy doing other stuff. So anyway, so we get the force flowing through your veins, through my forearms, through my wrists. Oh, right there. See, my pain was right there. That's not something you're going to get from traditional resistance training. Because when you're resistance training, you're just breaking down. This is like a different motion. It's like it's a twist. It's hard to describe. You guys ever seen The Matrix? It's just kind of, you got to get it. It's a different flow of force. Like right now, I'm working out my legs. Joy dances around in a circle. I don't do that because it looks, for her, it's fine. But for me, look out, guys. Here I come. Look out. Come on. Okay. There's trouble somewhere. Don't worry. I'll get you. It's like, not my thing, However, if I come at you like, I actually only need one, One is actually better because you can actually use it. You got your other hand to flip it. Because in any sort of competition, like melee, mano a mano. Oh, they're way too scared. Are you kidding? Because we know who they are. We know exactly who they are, Jedi Trigger Man. We've been discussing our VC. I don't know if anybody's called it out there yet, but we know exactly who they are. It's not even a they. It's a old lazy old gangster. He's too old and too lazy to get off his ass. Pretty much a halfway house, bro. Mark Wahlberg lives about 5 miles that way. In the same neighborhood, just not this particular development. But anyway, so you want to have your options, right? So this one, they're trying, how are they they're trying to figure it out. Now this is defense. But when we take it like this, okay, this is what you don't want to see. Because because what am I going to do? Where are you going to defend? You can defend your head or your body, right? You got to decide. And while they're deciding, crack, bunk. Of course, these are non-lethal. Yeah, where are you located? FC, where are you in? Are you in Europe or are you on the East Coast? Let me show you something. Five miles is the same neighborhood out here. We go all, there's like we go out, we don't go up. So that right there, well, you probably recognize that structure, I bet. Anybody recognize what that structure is? You guys know what that is? That's the stratosphere. That's way out there. Maybe not 5 miles. Maybe it might be 2. It is, it's like whatever. It's like no, that thing is super slippery with the rug there. Yeah, because I keep slipping on it. Look how slippery it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I keep tripping on it. I almost slipped and broke my ass. She puts these rugs that she finds that don't have any they don't have non-skid underneath them. So when you step on them, it's like stepping on a magic carpet. All right. So there you go. So that's the nunchuck part of the workout. Now let's do some push-ups. Church of Scientology, Ron L. Hubbard. Well, I mean, you might not like Ron L. Hubbard, but he's contributed a lot to, any of you in AA? Any of you in NA? That's Ron Hubbard. In fact, NA, I think, was a subcorp of Church of Scientology. I'm not sure. But yeah, no, the tactics they use, that all that stuff they use in AA was also used by Ron L. Hubbard. Right on, Trigger Man. By the way, Trigger Man's a Jedi. You guys, he's working undercover. He doesn't have his name out there, but you guys should know, you don't mess with a Jedi. All right. Push-up time, guys. Push-up time. They sure are not real. You know what? You know what else is not real? They told me that aliens weren't real and UFOs weren't real either. Did they tell you that? And then they retracted their statement in 2017. After I filmed the UFOs. All right, let's go. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 25. Better. Those aren't push-ups? Man, they felt like push-ups. All right. What do you guys think? 25 more? Okay. Get 50 push-ups in this morning. Here. This way you're not looking at my phone. See my form. My marvelous form. Well, thank you, Judge Roy. Okay, elbows in. Elbows in. No way. You want them this way? I like going this way because I like this side. And sometimes I do this way, sometimes like that. Sometimes I do a diamond. But today, you're going this way. Yeah, Joy killed a couple scorpions the other day. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 50. Woo. And now it's starting to get hot out here is the thing too. That's how you mess your shoulder up? What? Elbows out? Maybe that's why my shoulder hurts, man. Is that possible? Thanks, bud. Well, it's the second set. I did 2 sets of 25. All right. Okay. Shano. Hey, Shane, are you on my Discord yet?
Yeah, anyways, that's it. Turn it on. Okay. I got my other one. This is good. You guys hear me? Or am I just talking nothing? Okay. Do you want this one back?
Yeah, give it back.
That's right. Okay.
Okay, here you go. Try this one now.
I have to make sure to take off. So, yeah. Just get the ice and let me know. Supposed to like catch me off guard. Oh yeah. So these are my other bikini. I only have two. Read one. There. Oh, the sun came out, you guys. Ooh, yeah. Good thing. Oh, I need the ice. I know, but I can't because we have a microphone. I know. I was saying it'd be fun. You surprised me too, but I realized I want to ruin the microphone. Maybe cool if you got me off guard, but it might ruin the microphone, so that would be a good idea. Because it was great though. That helps so much. It really is like too hot out here, so I keep getting it's too hot already. I can't waste the little bit of water we have. So it's too hot. I'm gonna sit here without like water. So intense. I don't do well in the heat in Vegas. I don't get off and I'll come back for like a little bit of time. I'm Irish and Scottish, and the only reason I can tan it is because I'm a little bit Native American. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be able to tan at all. Scottish and Irish. Bacon the sun. Since I have a little bit of Native American, I can actually tan, which is super fortunate. My mom couldn't tan at all. I don't actually burn, which is nice. I just feel really hot in the sun. My body shuts down. Like I don't function, but I don't actually like get sunburned, which is nice. My mom would get so sunburned. If I get sunburned, it turns like into tan like the next day. It's not usually hurt that bad. Only a couple times in my life that I got sunburned that like really hurt. Like, when I was younger, you know? Yeah, like a lobster. It's happened to me a couple times in Vegas. Had some photos of the lobster. Usually like the first time we tan for the season. I really need water soon. I'm waiting to put my music on because I wanted to dust on my head. Like, this is fabulous water. It's called a turtle. Oh, it is a spring water. It's a naturally alkaline spring. Expensive than other ones, but they didn't have any Arrowhead water. Smith's or Albertsons yesterday. Running out. I maybe we get a little tan today. Feels good to be out in the sun in Vegas. I think it's playing a big role in our overall like happiness because we were kind of just like staying indoors a lot, and that was kind of making us more depressed. And like the last couple of like this last week since we've been like doing these morning blogs and getting out here and just like exercising, and even yesterday was awesome with tanning. It felt so good. Me and Rich have just been feeling so much better. Of course, I'm about to go to New York and probably get a little bit unhealthy again, but I can get right back in the zone when I get back. Is he coming with the ice? We're on being way too hot. I'm not gonna be able to last much longer. I don't do well. I need like something to pour on my head. I don't want to waste this one. Okay, I got that. I gotta find out. I can't be out here much longer without any water. It's too hot for me. My body starts to shut down. Like I like overheat. I'm not someone that does well in the sun. Some people can take the heat. Others. Like I can't be in a sauna. Richard loves saunas. I will never sit in a sauna. I don't even like things like I don't really like jacuzzis. You know, it's too hot.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Like sitting there and just like being insanely hot.
Okay, good. Okay, listen. I got a huge bucket of ice. I'm gonna play it off. She doesn't know. She thinks it's gonna be a little bowl. And I got 2 freezers full. Hold on, this will be good. Okay, Joy, take off your mic.
Okay,
Don't
good.
Look, I'll try to surprise you. Okay. Okay.
I'll close my eyes.
Okay.
I'll close my eyes.
Okay.
Not knowing.
Okay, we're gonna dump this ice on you now. Oh, here I come. But
Yeah, I'm waiting for you. I'm dying out here.
I'm not gonna tell you when.
Okay.
Are you ready?
The mic's off.
Are you ready for your ice bucket dump?
That really helps. Thank you. Now I have a pool. Wonderful. That's what I've been waiting for. Oh, it's great.
You're a good tripper, though.
That is fabulous. Thank you. It wasn't all that very icy though, but it's fabulous. Oh shoot. The mic got wet anyways. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Everything got wet anyways. Oh dear. Oh gosh. Oh dear. Hope everything's okay. That was awesome. This is great. It's great for the sand pool now. Redneck pool all the way. Yeah. Get my earbuds going now. I was waiting. So I didn't want everything to get wet, but I guess I didn't. Excuse me, I can't see. YouTube music. Oh, this isn't.
Fix it.
Get out of here, silly. Oh no. All right. Yeah. That was fabulous.
Break your phone.
Thank you, Rich.
Huh?
Thank you. I was like, it's so hot out here. Can you put that on the table so it doesn't get wet? Yeah. Oh, my swimsuit anyway. This is great. I feel like I'm sitting in a pool. Redneck pool. Thank you. That was great. So much more pleasant. Now you can sit out here.
Is your music still playing?
When you're dry trying to sit out here, it's miserable. What did you do with my music? What's going on?
Did your perps get wet?
I think, yeah, but I think it's alright, not too bad, because it was over there. I'd put it on your chair, but you got your chair wet.
I thought it was pretty good.
That was good. That was actually great. I feel like a redneck pool here. This is fabulous.
Yeah.
No, I'm so relaxed now.
Yeah.
You guys, I know it sounds crazy when I was, but most people don't lay out in the sun in Vegas without being wet, because they usually were like in a pool.
Yeah.
So like when you try to, it is like it's crazy. Yeah. It's not comfortable. It's like uncomfortable. But as soon as you get wet, then you're like, oh, that's
Then it's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
So I hope I didn't bring your earpieces.
No, I had everything in my bag. It was under your chair. So I was planning that you were going to
phone's working, so that's good.
pour on me, but I didn't think it was going to get on the other chair. But I think it's all good. It's in my bag, so it should be fine. I don't even think anything really got wet. So it was a microphone, maybe. Can you hear me okay? Because the microphone got.
I hear you just fine.
Why are you not doing your chair?
Oh, because it goes. So I don't want to get all my stuff wet.
But that'll actually make you.
Well, I'm not.
Oh, I see. You don't want to get it.
I know my body temperature.
Yeah. It feels good. Water.
Oh man. What a day.
I know, it's been a great day. We've accomplished a lot today, just like chores kind of things, you know. Was it nice with the stove being clean?
Oh yeah, I gotta put a little video up about that too. I think they'll dig that.
Oh, it's so early.
It's the sunshine now. Sorry, I had to clean. I had to tidy. I don't clean. But straighten everything up. Cook for everybody. Keep the stream going. Make sure your angles are looking good. And douse people in water.
I know. I was like dying. I was like, where is it with my water? Because it was so hot, and as soon as you douse it, I'm like, oh, that's okay. That's like the difference. That's why it's like, that's why I freak out, because like once the water's on you, you're like, oh, so much more pleasant. But without the water, you're like, this is miserable.
Yeah, it can be.
Richard can handle it. I've never. He's better with heat.
I'm a little better than you. Okay. So I'll go ahead and field you some questions from the chat.
Okay.
So for those of you who wanted to ask Joy questions, I will go ahead and read.
This is a good time because
I will basically read the chat. Now, typically Joy will read chats, but only the super stickers. Like she doesn't, you know, she kind of doesn't really waste time. She's not a person who's gonna like pull her, like she's not gonna stop walking to pick up $1. She's gonna just keep going. She got shit going on.
If you guys send me a super chat, I'll comment on those if I'm looking at the screen.
Oh, it's echoing. Okay, hold on. Let me fix my microphones. Thank you for whoever said that. Whoever said that, can someone, one of our, I'll be right back. We got a speaker from. Good job. Hey, man, everyone who called out the echo, you guys get +1 today. +1 for you guys. I mean, so far, it's not even 8 a.m., is it? Oh, yeah, it's not even. It's just turned 8 a.m. You're doing great. So let's sync up our mics.
I was telling you guys. I don't know what's going on with the mics. Rachel asked me some questions, but I'm just relaxing, getting my suntan. There are times that I am quiet. This is a towel, you guys. Flag towel. I didn't know people were having issues with that. What towel?
Testing 1. Testing 1. Testing 1.
This is actually really nice out today.
Well, there's an echo.
I'm enjoying myself. You're still coming a little bit and ask me some questions. He's working on the mics. What's going on with the mics? Or what's the issue? Oh, his whole thing crashed today. So computer, he was so mad. Crashed all day. Like redo everything. He was actually up. He has a crash after the stream, and then he was up last night working on the computer, and I was just like doing chores.
Test.
Watching Big Brother live feeds. People are always awake. While bitching they're awake as we're awake, but it was funny.
Okay, I'll use this mic.
They were up to like 4:30 in the morning, awake. We hadn't slept yet. I go to sleep. What's going on? Is my microphone working?
The other one is shorting out. It's working out. It's computer. It's computer issues, you know.
I'll answer some questions if you have any. It's hard to see out here. I don't even know how you see it.
You know, I want to get a nice face today.
Yeah.
Thanks for a great stream, guys.
Yeah, it's really fun, you guys.
Really, you guys have been awesome. Let me see.
So we'll do this for 2 more days. Right, yeah, 2 more, yeah. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll do the working out and I'm hoping to tan. If it'll be sunny enough to tan. That's kind of my goal. And then, you know, because I leave for New York on Thursday. So kind of get myself ready. My tan on and trying to get myself a little bit fit before I take off for my trip. So this is day 20, no alcohol. It'll be day 23 by the time I go. And I'm going to do that. I'm definitely not going to drink in the next 2 days. It'd be insane. It would make no sense.
You got some nice luggage.
Oh, I love my new luggage. Oh, I love my new luggage.
Son, like maybe tomorrow too. CD.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm trying to really capitalize on these last couple of days and get my fitness up right before I leave, because probably gonna drink in New York, so I definitely want to be as fit as I can be before I go to New York, and like as healthy as I can be before I go. So that's why like I really didn't want to drink in Vegas at all, because I knew I was gonna go back pretty soon. I didn't know it'd be this soon, but I knew it'd be pretty soon. So I was like, I just gotta get sober immediately when I get to Vegas, and that's what I did. So last time I drank was in New York, August 12th in New York. Tuesday, August 12th. That was the last time I drank, but that was when I was in New York. And now I'm going back. And so I'll probably drink September 4th, probably. Hopefully not. But definitely not before then. Yeah. Oh, really? What?
Your Twitter's always going up.
Mine is?
Yeah, it has been.
Oh. I thought you meant something on Twitter. My Twitter. Oh, yeah. I have a handful of fans on Twitter. I got some good fans. I have like nice fans on Twitter. Like people actually are usually nice to me on Twitter, which is it's becoming that way on YouTube more. But I don't usually get much hate on Twitter. Now they're gonna go say
the haters are really mad right now because what happened is that a couple of the local news, sports news broadcasters contacted me last week, right before the holiday.
Oh yeah.
Right, and you mentioned that, and so now they're just going nuts because I don't know. It's like if someone asks for help, like a 40-year veteran, I'm not gonna tell you who it is.
Yeah, this guy. I was like, I didn't know his name because I don't always know their names. And I was like, oh yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, and he
when I saw what he just showed me,
DMs me directly on LinkedIn, and so they're so they'll do they're trying to spin their narrative so hard right now. It's hilarious. It's just actually not they. It's one person.
Yeah, Richard. It's the weirdest thing that Richard just like this guy just like. Reach out. They wanted Richard. It's like the craziest thing. It's like of all people, we're just like, why? It's this weird thing.
I know. And so he's in media, and he connected me with someone in Los Angeles who needed some help.
Yeah.
So
yeah, with like, it's just crazy that like you thought of Richard. You know, but Richard is very good with all kinds of social media stuff. Really.
Yeah.
He's really good at that, so he's kind of the expert.
Got a break from the clouds. Thank you.
He's kind of become a little bit of the social media expert over here. Oh yeah, there you go. About to flip over at some point.
So I think they're a little fired up about that.
No, I was blown away too, because I don't know every news person's name, but you know their face. You know what I mean? So I was like, what? Because because the name sounded familiar, and I was like, oh, what is that face? Like, oh, geez, yeah, that guy's been on the news forever. So, good for Rich.
So those sorts of things really just when we win, that's when we're winning. That's when you see like the trolls just in full force. That's when you know. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
When I say trolls, it's funny. There's like only like one or two left. And I think they came from you, honestly. I think they're your trolls.
Yeah.
And that's because they hate on me so much because they're so jealous. You know, I mean, they're just. That thing.
Yeah,
remember that Netflix thing we watched yesterday?
Yeah, I get some stalker trolls that hate on Rich.
Yeah, remember that Netflix thing? Don't these guys sound like the mom?
Oh my god, you guys, we watched the craziest thing. This mom stalked her own daughter, like in the sense of like with the cyberbullied. But the things she was sending to her daughter were the most vulgar, offensive, horrid, like sexual, and things like telling her to kill her or something. Things like, and this was from her own mother. They found out. It went on for a year and a half. She was being cyber stalked, but on her phone, she was getting these texts, these crazy texts that were like calling her a whore. This is like a 16-year-old girl, and the mom was cyber stalking the daughter and her boyfriend, the daughter's boyfriend. Like insane thing. I mean, this was like felony stalking of like cyber harassment. A year and a half. And they finally figured out it was the mother doing it, and she went to jail. I mean, this was like she caused so much trauma to her own daughter. It's the weirdest thing. This was in 2022. We just watched the documentary about it, but it's just happened.
Doesn't it sound? I mean, the weird thing is, doesn't it sound familiar? It's like fits the profile of what we're. I'm not gonna mention names. Fits the profile we're talking about. Someone who just writes the most vile stuff that we've ever seen, and then when you talk to them to their face to face, oh my gosh, let's find out who did that, and they're all nice. I'm your best friend.
It was crazy. So they were saying it was kind of one of those Stockholm things where like the mom was like liking that the daughter was coming to her for like after she got these horrid things and like, oh mom, help me, and but the mom's the one doing it. I mean, people were stunned. The dad left the mom after finding out. I mean, he's like, how could you do that? He said we're getting divorced. I mean, it's like, how do you do that to your daughter? I mean, she terrorized the daughter and the boyfriend for a year and a half, and was going to the cops like about it. But it was her. But all the mother mom was going to the cops too.
It shows you
it's the weirdest thing.
That, like, in other words, like you could have a best friend. It was all friends. That they basically were friends and family that were the suspects.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Because all the stuff she would say was stuff that like that people knew, and there'd be photos that were taken like at the house and stuff.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that in a bigger dynamic, that everyone can relate to that because we all have friends on social media. And in your case, you definitely had a situation where you get attacked viciously. Like for example, like the two losers that are here, the same person. I mean, they're not very good at this guy. One's named Jesus, the other one's named God. So make sure they're the same person.
That's awesome.
And so they go around thinking that Jesus from God, and they go around judging everybody, especially me, because they think if I was here that you would be with them.
No. If I was rich, I'd probably be single. I don't think any other guy could be enough for me. Rich just is.
That came out wrong.
Yeah, no, it's just it's so. I wasn't gonna get married, and then I met Richard. I was like, all right, I'll marry Richard. There was no one else I ever wanted to marry. Yeah. So people think like I, in some way, am not in a good situation, or like I settled. Like, no, I actually picked Richard. I could have been with anybody, and I still can be now. Most people always want to marry me with my job, but I don't want that. I want Richard. We're best friends for life. You guys don't get our relationship because you guys don't see, like, when you've been married 11 years, you're not like, you're making out. Like I said, I'm not even someone that likes that. But if you're still making out, there's something that's weird. You know what I mean? Like in public, you know? And so when people think, oh, we don't see you guys being all affectionate, it doesn't mean we're not affectionate. But I'm not the most affectionate person. But we have our moments.
You're very affectionate.
When I am affectionate, I'm very affectionate, though.
You're very militaristic.
Like when we do our cuddles.
And you're very...
we have our affectionate moments.
That's not, that's here nor there. No one, I mean, if you look on YouTube, not a lot of people want to see or hear about a happy relationship. They want to find something wrong with it.
Well, we cuddle every night. That's why it's hard when I sleep in New York, because I need to turn over.
You turn over.
Can you pull my top down? You can't do it yourself. It's yours. I'm glad my towel's still wet. It's not a flag, it's a
I thought it was fun. I enjoyed that.
That was great, thank you. I did too. Yeah, it's much cooler with the towel being all wet. Oh wait, let me take my mic off now. I remember this from yesterday. Getting in a routine here. I know it's hard for you guys to hear me, so I'll let you talk now because you can't really hear me when I'm mumbling when I'm laying on my stomach. Okay. So you talk now. I'll be quiet.
All right. Oh, let me get my... All right. Sometimes like... with the free advertising, embedded in that, they put every MAGA Trumper on the hook that they have to go eat there now. So if Cracker Barrel goes out of business, all we can do is blame Trumpers. I mean, what a genius move by the CEO. Free advertising. I thought Cracker Barrel was already out of business until that fiasco. That was a plant. Those things don't happen by accident. Genius move by the woke CEOs using the leverage of the MAGA tribe to market to push their brand out. I mean, absolute genius. I mean, the MAGA people they're still being like, oh, that stupid CEO should be fired. Are you kidding? They're going to give her a double salary promotion, bonuses up, and she's probably going to find a job somewhere else, like at Denny's or something next. So I thought that was pretty brilliant. It's kind of like using negative energy to your benefit. There's a lot of negative energy out there, and she converted it to positive vibes and positive energy for the store. What about the guy that took that hat from that kid? There was a tennis player that was signing autographs on hats, and he was going to sign an autograph to hand to a kid. And the kid wasn't paying attention, and neither was the tennis player, so some dude just grabbed it out of the tennis player's hand, and the tennis player didn't notice. And we found out later it was the CEO of some major corporation.
Oh, that's lame.
He explained, look, the hat did not belong to the kid. The kid needs to learn now or sometime later that, look, it's a hat, and if he's not going to be fast enough, then someone faster is going to get it.
Jeez.
And this has been going on, watching all the Twitter, all the news, and all I can think to myself, wow, these sound like serious rich people problems.
Well, especially things with tennis or golf,
Oh, he's a Polish millionaire. Oh, so you heard the story too? I thought it was a pretty interesting story. I mean, I thought it was funny, but it was very similar to, I don't know if you saw what I posted not too long ago. At a Mets game. It wasn't a Mets game. It was actually who was it? Was it Phillies? No, San Diego.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Right. It was a San Diego. I think it was a San Diego game, and we were in San Diego, and I filmed. I filmed them filming, but it was that someone had hit a ball foul territory, and a kid got like it landed. The kid had the ball, but some 35-year-old dude next to him started wrestling this kid for the ball. I mean, the kid was trying to keep it, and he elbows the kid, hits the kid in the face, and then grabs the ball. Like, yeah, I got it. See, like so happy he beat up this. I mean, the kid was probably like not even 14, and it's just like
adults.
Yeah, just adults like fighting over stuff that like it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, it's just a ball. You can buy a ball.
It's so much more for the kid.
Buy that ball at the store. There's no value to it. It's just, I mean, I would say that a kid getting a baseball, he'll remember that for the rest of his life.
That's the thing. It's so much more significant than to the
getting a
adult.
baseball, be like, hey man, I got a baseball. He'll forget it by next weekend.
A kid would treasure that and take it like to show and tell at school.
Yeah,
and
he'd bring it to
stuff.
show and tell at school. It'd be like one of the most major things that ever happened in his life. Took it right out of the kid's hand.
It's crazy. Vultures.
Yeah, vultures. Exactly. Fix the microphone. Which one's bad? Here, hand me yours. Let me just use yours.
We got a microphone issue.
There, is that better now? Yeah, go ahead and join the Discord. We'll see you in there. Yeah, I think you're kind of embarrassing yourself about a number of things. That when you take the side of the CEO, like saying, hey man, because he's the CEO, he should have a right to have the hat. You're really kind of like I don't know, man. It's just kind of showing what sort of like selfishness you are. It's like, yeah, lack of empathy for a child, lack of empathy for whoever. not a state you want to be in. Man, this is one of the best days ever. I mean, suntanning wise, I'm glad we came out. You know, it's kind of cool because I did read in the Bible. My grandfather had a Bible from the 1800s, and one of the things I read in that Bible was the original the preface to the Bible. And one of the things that the New Testament says is, or maybe it was the Old Testament, I can't remember. It was that, hey man, I am. There's only one God, and I'm it. And by the way, I'm an extremely jealous God. So if you start worshiping something else, I'm gonna punish your ass. Was pretty much the statement of it. And I was kind of thinking, like, man, that doesn't sound like a god. It sounds like more like a human, doesn't it? Anyways, next subject. I don't know if I can last that long. No breakfast yet?
It's easier to like lay on your stomach and just be like,
yeah.
It's like it's easier to do these things like to work out and before you have like what I get tired of like want to hibernate.
Yeah, so that's very interesting that you would say that. So that's what I was wondering. Like, so humans are made in God's image. So if the Bible Bible from the 1800s said, "I'm a jealous God," and we all experience jealousy, then how can jealousy be a bad thing? I mean, that's pretty much the way we were made. If that's correct, that's true. I don't know. I wish I knew a theologian. Do you know any theologians? Anybody know anybody who studies theology? Geez, I wonder where we could find someone that could help me answer some of these questions I've been pondering my entire life. Because nobody really studies theology anymore. Sure, they go to church once a week, but mostly they want to make money. But I got a lot of questions. Like ancient questions. What's that? Yeah. Super relaxing. Oh, this is the meditative part of the stream. We're gonna just meditate and we're gonna try to read each other's minds. Yeah. Let me guess. Okay. Jesus and God. They want to hook up with Joy. That's all the messages that they're sending out. Let's see who else we got. Nice guy. Nice guy, you just chilling. You just enjoying the stream. You just feeling like, hey man, what is this thing? Who's next? Urban Walker. Urban Walker. Man. Urban Walker has walls up. Most likely because he spends a lot of time walking around the city. So he's got to keep his guard up all the time, or she. I can't even tell. Nice work, Urban Walker. Tell us what you need. Tell us what we need to know. Exodus. I use Exodus to trade my Bitcoin. I don't know why they called it Exodus. It reminds me of Bob Marley. Hell yeah, you know it. There's a lot of moving parts. Oh, Urban Walker. Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So I got that one right. One time I was trying to read people's minds and I was like, okay, don't tell me. And some dude walking his dog. And he's like, what? And I was like, look, don't tell me. Your name is George. And you remember that? You remember that? No, hold on. And he's like, no. I was like, okay, it's Jeff. He's like, no. And I was like, okay, hold on. I can get it. It's Tom. He's like, no. I was like, is your dog's name Tom? It's like, no.
I'm like, Rich, you're bad at this game.
I was so bad. I mean, this was like 10 years ago. We had just gotten to Vegas. I mean, it pretty. We are crazy. Mind readers.
It's not juxtaposition. We were just wacky back then. We didn't care. We just like whatever.
Yeah.
We just did weird things. Now we don't as much because we're older and we're taking care of going that. But we were just wacky. Sober. We were just wacky.
Oh, Patrick, nice work, man. Are you a theologian? Did you know that? Patrick says, for those that aren't in the chat, while human jealousy is often a negative emotion stemming from insecurity or a desire from what others have, God's jealousy is portrayed as righteous and necessary to defend what is rightfully his. Okay, I'll accept that. Sure. Kind of like Mad Max. You know? Mad Max had the same situation. I can relate to that. Those of you, I'm talking Mad Max 1, which is the only real Mad Max. Okay. Yeah, you go have your breakfast. I'm gonna drink some of this water, and I gotta get some more water.
Oh. What is it?
Yeah, I hope your phone's okay. No, I don't see your shoes over here. I thought it was a nice day. Yep. You have to wash that one. Look out, look out, look out. La 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 la.
Ah.
I'm going in. They were a little upset that you were sitting on the American flag. Good morning. Did you find everything? Good. All right.
And I said, check a name.
Got your tea? Good. Good, good, good.
Yes, the LAPD directory. Explain me that.
All right, all right, all right. Well, first things first. I gotta get a shirt on. So let's get down to business. Oh, I gotta order some new stuff. I feel like today's a yellow day. Black and yellow. Black and yellow. You know, this weekend I have a hall pass. So I'm kind of thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to head down to the strip. We'll do another IRL like we did last weekend. Corpse and Lalo kind of inspired me. And maybe I'll put on some of my shoes. That's what I wore last weekend, but maybe I'll put on something else, you know? Just a thought. Ooh, baby, it is so hot. Okay. Test. All right. Can you guys hear me now? Is there an echo or anything? Gotta get the control room all set up here. We know what you hiding on the PC. What am I hiding? This whole thing was wiped literally this morning. I had to restart everything. Thing's a piece of crap. Heard they got some real chain up with duct tape. Who's that? That sounds like a Mark Weiner fantasy to me. You guys been reading the Mark Weiner Chronicles? Yeah! Let's do it. Thanks, bud. Hey, thank you. Okay, look at that. I somehow turned God into a fan. Thank you so much, bud. And the fact that you knew what I was playing is what I was going for. And did County Crows play it better? Well, I should hope so, since they were the ones who published it. Yeah. Hey, Trigger Man. So did we get the are we? Hey, thanks, Trigger Man. Right on, bro. I love the HFF. I love you, buddy. Oh, hey, Jedi. Did we get them wannabe negative, them wannabe cis to confirm to a VC meeting in the Discord? That's what I gotta learn. We gotta do that song now. That's what we gotta do, huh? That's what we gotta do. Thanks for reminding me. Whoever mind I just read, whoever was thinking. Yo, what's up, Marky Mark? Yeah, probably needs a little tuning. You hearing that too? I know sometimes I just get lazy. Just don't want to take the time. It needs to be tuned almost every day out here because the temperature swings are so huge. I had an Ibanez that almost never went out of tune. But that had a Floyd Rose bridge on it. Had a Floyd Rose, like, what do you call those things? Lock bar. So I could do like a just a bomb whammy. It's like wow. Bro, you've been. I think we've given you enough attention for the day. Yeah. Thing is that as you see, they just made new accounts, but it's basic. It's not losers. It's loser. I mean, did you see him literally respond like Jesus and God? He has multiple accounts, so he responds to himself, which is kind of weird, don't you think? I don't even know that song. I should play it though. I'm trying to get this one down, but I used to know how to play it, but I have to relearn it every year. Have you guys figured it out yet? So I'm trying to figure this song out. I guess we could maybe clean it up. Maybe it's got too much reverb. to be 3 months sober, but I had to do a drink combo for the show. It's like a guitar with a new person. What are you talking about, Wag? What are you wagging about over there?
I think you should try to do Long December again, an updated version.
Well, I have to play the piano. It's out there. I don't think I can run out there.
Oh, you can't do the guitar?
No, I don't know. Go ahead. Let's say like guitar is a video game was stupid. Just go buy a real guitar. I have to look up the song here. Oh. Nice, Trigger Man. Trigger Man. I didn't realize you were so vicious, Trigger Man. Nice. Watch out. Okay, how long has the stream been going? What sort of clock we got on it? I'm ready to take a little breather here. It is 9:22. We've been streaming for 3 hours. Great, nice 3 hour stream. What was your favorite part? Was your favorite part when Joy got doused with water?
Hotel California?
Maybe.
Yeah, play it before the end of the stream. Be nice.
So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll do that. Okay. Alright, guys. Joy wants me to end with a song. There she stood in the doorway. I heard those mission bells. I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. Then she lit up a candle, showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor, thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely face. Plenty of room at the Hotel California. Any time of year you can find it here. Mine is Tiffany Twisted. She's got a Mercedes Benz. She's got a lot of pretty boys that she calls friends. How they danced in the courtyards, sweet summer sweat. Some danced to remember, some danced to forget. So I called up the captain, said bring me some wine. We haven't had that spirit here since 1969. But still those voices are calling from far away. Wake you up in the middle of the night. Just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely face. There's plenty of room at the Hotel California. Any time of year you can find it here. You talk to me for 5 minutes and you're assuming I have no knowledge.
I loved it.
Oh, I ain't done. What a nice surprise. Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice. We are all just prisoners here of our own device. In the master's chambers, where they gathered for the feast. They stabbed it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door. Had to find a passage back to the place I was before. Relax, said the night man. We are programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. Right on. Okay, now I'm done. Alright guys, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed the morning. We always enjoy spending the morning with you.
Day, y'all. Turn me up a little bit.
Yeah, turn it up and talk loud. Baby, now you're gonna hear this one. Sun's shining. Yo.
I don't hate players. I love the game. I'm a shot clock, way above the game.
Be point blank with you, the game.
I got all this work on me, I ain't come for play.
You can show the little shorties how you pump and dance.
The dog.
Not to death, I'm not impressed. I'm not amused, I'm not confused, I'm not to do. I'm a grown man business, I'm not in school. Put your hand down, youngin', this is not for you.
On my jail, my beats with the Kanye, yo.
Name on the marquee, your name off the payroll. style fresh.
Like I'm still a Dayo, and it's been like that since the day-yo.
On more time than a Rolly or Seiko.
Step on deck, your neck, or do what I say so. Get up or get out, get down and lay low.
Stand in the shadows. Open Jedi, I am Black Jedi. That Jedi.
Let's move. Shout out to my man Khalid Kweli. We on top. Shout out, check it out.
Check it out. Slim Jedi.
Cast a big shadow.
Cherokee red arrow. Got more skill, more aim, and more ammo.
You can get it all from a big or small barrel like
Hell. Full of grace, Jedi.
Coming to the place to make you pull up your face. The depth.
I pull out the ace from the jungles of the empire. Ain't no escape. 4-7.